13.
Alright, 10-4, 4619 northbound Sheridan. Got you both over there with the constable. Three.
Four-door Nissan occupied 4 times that went northbound on Holman from Evergreen.
And 1402 Sam?
The victim here said that he couldn't get a plate.
1402 Sam?
We're checking out now.
Okay, 10-4, thanks.
Really? Just that two way.
Show me 1041. And it's another Monday night. Damn, I wish we were IRL live streaming some bounty hunting. I just can't wait for that. Texas and Twisted. He sent me a message on buy me a cup of coffee or buy a coffee. Because I said, thank you for the cup. And he said something to me on buy me a cup of coffee that, man, I bet you can't wait to get out there. And I thought about that for a minute or two. And you know what? He's right. I need that adrenaline rush. The doctors all say that, no, I can no longer be a cop anymore. But bounty hunting, I wish I'd have thought about this years ago. Bounty hunting is a totally different thing. I don't need POST, which is the Peace Officer Standard Training Council. I don't need them to tell me that I got a medical hold on my post certification because I don't need post certification to be a bounty hunter. No, I'm not I wouldn't be a cop, and I don't have that authority. I mean, I can't arrest somebody just for POP, pissing off the police, or in my case, pissing off Pat. But if somebody starts obstructing us, trying to apprehend the suspect that we're after, oh yeah, I can pepper spray him, put him on the ground, put him in cuffs, but I cannot arrest them. All I can do is detain them until the real police get on the scene. But that's good enough for me. You know why? Because I don't have to do an incident report on it. Just, here you go. She was obstructing. We got it on video. We got everything on video. Would you like the SD card so you can upload it to your computer in your patrol unit so you can present that in court? But anyway, let's see. Todd says Trooper's fault he can't do one simple task. And that surprises you, Todd? Todd, you said that like you were like surprised that Trooper couldn't do a task. Todd, what I'm going to do is that when I go live on this bounty hunting, before we go live, like an hour before we go live, I'm going to make sure I go into YouTube and ban Trooper so he can't see shit. Unless he becomes a member, he won't be able to. No, I'm just going to ban him. I'm going to ban him. He can't see, he can't chat, and he can't watch. What do you think about my plan, Todd? The old Bamaroo. Say, ban him, and who else? He brought did he bring the dog to the club? Yeah, let's do it. I think it's a good idea. Me and Rex, we talked about it, and we both concur. Yeah, just ban his ass. He can't see shit. All he'll be able to do is hear about it. You already banned him? Oh, yeah, you're banned on his kick. Go look. We're not kidding. You're banned. Good. See, that's what I want. I want to make it where I ain't got to. Well, you know what? I think, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong here. Before you answer this, I'm going to start a poll. I'm going to say, am I wrong? Now, don't answer the poll yet on YouTube. But here's what I would be right or wrong about. And if you think I'm wrong, please vote no or yes that I'm wrong. Somebody's already voting? I haven't even threw out the question yet. Calm down, Cream Puff. Here's the question. And if I'm wrong, say yes, I'm wrong. If I'm right, say no, I'm not wrong. Never mind. People are already voting. Never mind. I got 75% no. I've got, what else? I got 25% yes, and I haven't even asked the question yet. Talk about, here, you know what? Let's just do it. Just for shits and giggles, would you guys like to hear the question? I know, Cromwell. I was sitting here watching. I was like preferable vision here. I was trying not to look at it because it scares the hell out of me every time I see that video. Okay, so here is the question. I think when we go IRL bounty hunting, The Hunt Is On. That's going to be the name of the show. I think the chat's going to be going so quickly that I won't be able to keep up with it unless somebody does a super chat that pops up and I can actually see it if I'm sitting in the patrol unit. But if we're out there cuffing the suspect, I won't see it even then. How many agree with me that you believe that the IRL bounty hunting stream is going to be a major success and the chat's going to be going too quick for me to keep up with it? Am I right or am I wrong? It says, am I wrong? Yes or no? If you agree with me, say no. You're not wrong. Hell, I was right before I even got started. I had 67% saying, nope, you're not wrong. What now? You called me handsome? Thank you, Susan. I already know what you're going to say. I'm all for it. All for what, Tennessee Bail Task Force? You can set chat to slow and set a timer to temporary timeout of chatter after chatting. Yeah, I don't want to time anybody out, Cromwell, but it will be in slow mode. I will put it in slow mode. That's what I'm thinking, Todd, because here's the deal. I went live on an IRL when my wife blew out her front driver's side or passenger side tire. And I had to end the stream, and I went to the Walmart parking lot where she pulled into, and I had 96 people watching a wrecker load her car on the wrecker. 96 viewers. It's like pulling teeth trying to get 25 viewers when I'm here right now. Then, me and my son took a trip to GT. It's a law enforcement store. And I had like 104 viewers watching me at a law enforcement store. Then me and my son did a bounty hunting hangout out on my deck, and I don't remember the last time I remember looking. It was 96 viewers, but when it was ended, it said 756. So I don't know which one's right. So I'm just saying. But the need, what does that say, Pat? Out goal for, can you say that again, Todd, in English this time? I would really appreciate it, man. But yeah, I truly believe, me and my son has talked about it. I think we're going to have at least 1,000 viewers watching us bounty hunt. Especially the first time that we have to pepper spray somebody, because I'm itching to pepper. I haven't pepper sprayed anybody since 2012. I'm having withdrawals. I need to pepper spray. Trooper, come here. Let me give you my address, Trooper. I need you to come here. I need to live stream me pepper spraying you. People get curious when you're out in public in the daylight. Well, it won't be a lot of daylight, Cromwell. We'll be doing most of this at night. Out goal for this year is 1,000 viewers, but by the end of the year. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Your goal should be this year 1,000 viewers. Yeah, I really believe that. We'll go live November 23rd if we have all the equipment. So you figure in the month of December, yeah. I think the second or third stream of bounty hunting in real life, I think we'll have 1,000 plus viewers. What do you guys think? Just put yes in the chat if you agree with me. Yes, yes, just yes. That's it. Just yes. I know, Future. I know you got to look that shit up in a dictionary to figure out how to spell it. But it's just go along with me. It's LMNOP. See, Cromwell spells yes just like I do. Yes'm. Yes'm. But I think I'm right. I really do. But you guys are going to, everybody except Trooper is going to witness it firsthand. Because Trooper will be banned. The ban hammer. Susan, don't let me forget that either. I want to bring down the ban hammer on Trooper before I go live with the bounty hunting, okay? Make sure you remind me in Discord. Thank you, darling. Heck yeah. You'll be like, that sumbitch was serious. I can't see it nor chat. I thought he's kidding. If you feed me, I might show up. I've got just the food for you, Trooper. Come here. And hey, Oh shit. I dropped my damn pepper spray. Hey, there's no calories in this either, so you don't have to worry about gaining weight. You might lose a pound or two. Why not do it now? I don't want to break his heart. I want him here up through all the anticipation of the IRL bounty hunting. And then like the day before we're going live, bam! He's banned. The hammer will be dropped, Trooper. Yep. Yep, that's what I want to do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to withdraw that. If Trooper becomes a member of my YouTube, I won't ban him. But if by November the 22nd, if he's not a member of my YouTube, he's done. I can't ban members. Just can't do it. But anyway, guys, I'm ready. I don't even want to hang around anymore. Let's just do this shit. You guys ready? Tonight is Beyond the Badge. Absolutely. We're going to be reacting to some unreal, insane police moments. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that, buddy. I wanted to see something, too. What did I have? Hold on just a minute. I forgot which order I put my videos. Okay. Let's kick ass. Let's go.
Paulo, Brazil, a tense drama unfolded as
Here we
police
go.
spotted a suspect suspected of being involved in drug trafficking. The chase began with a sudden burst of adrenaline as the suspect, riding
banhammer.
a motorbike, sped off with reckless abandon. The scene quickly transformed into a high-octane pursuit, weaving through the city's maze of narrow streets and crowded alleys.
Oh, shit. What happened to my message? Hold on.
As the motorbike roared through the labyrinthine routes, the suspect's maneuvers became increasingly perilous, narrowly avoiding collisions with pedestrians and other vehicles. The police, undeterred by the chaotic conditions, maintained a relentless pursuit, their sirens echoing through the urban jungle.
Hold on just a minute. My coffee thing didn't pop up. I don't know why. Let me see if this one's going to work. It didn't pop up in the chat. Why not? That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. Log out. Yep. I wonder why my bot's not working. Hold on. That's crazy. It looks like the account was created or used with multiple other accounts to violate start appeal. Why do I gotta start an appeal? That's crazy. That is insane. Help us improve. Oh, shut up. Now Google's having some hiccups. Log out. I don't understand. Oh, country girl. Thank you, darling. I don't. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to, because that didn't pop up either. Let me reboot my my Mix It Up. Skip that for now. Let's log in. Thank you, country girl, very much for renewing your membership. I really appreciate it, darling. Okay, so that's back. So let's see if it's working now. There it is. Okay, now it's working. Fuel our bounty hunting IRL stream. There we go. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Oh, I'm sorry. This is for Country Girl. Thank you for becoming a member. I should have done this earlier. Country Girl. It didn't go through my alert, so I wanted to do it this way. Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Despite the suspect's attempts to evade capture with daring turns and high speeds, the determined officers closed in with precision.
See, I want to see him hit the pavement because he's not wearing a Transformer uniform to drive that motorcycle, right? Or to ride that motorcycle, not drive it. I mean, can you imagine how many pounds of flesh will hit the concrete from his knees? Oh, yeah, I want to see it. Wow, thank you, Country Girl, for the butterfly kisses. I could use them. I need them. Yeah, maybe. That could be Cromwell. He'll just turn into liquid. Liquid metal. They don't have really good sirens in this country, because I don't even hear his siren, and I'm right here by his mic. Shoot him! Shoot that son of a bitch!
Chased with excitement, the
Why are
police
they
finally
blurring it out?
succeeded in cornering the suspect.
Why'd he stop?
With swift coordination,
He was doing so
they brought
well.
the high-speed pursuit to a dramatic close, apprehending the individual and ending the dangerous escapade.
He did not apprehend the suspect. The suspect gave up. They didn't catch him. He stopped. I'm just making the facts the facts.
Operation was a testament to the bravery and skill of the police as they navigated the city's challenges to bring a suspected criminal to justice.
Yeah, but they didn't catch him. He just stopped. He gave up. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a low-life piece of shit to go into a cemetery and steal anything. I don't care if it's a fake rose that's all bleached out by the sun. It used to be red, now it's just like bleached white because it's been out in the sun for 14 years. It's not yours. Damn. Talk about some bad karma. You start stealing from a cemetery, you're begging for negative demonic karma. To steal from a...
Link 1265 has Jacksonville Road blocked so nobody can pull out in front of them, but it's going to create some issues in traffic.
Alright guys, coming up on 20th Street here.
That's a call I never had to answer. A theft in a cemetery. Never. I'm not saying it. You know, we come on at 6 o'clock at night. They're getting off at 6 o'clock. We sit in the squad room for a briefing, and they'll tell us, hey, we've had 3 cars broken into today in this neighborhood, in this area. Hey, there was a major domestic violence in the projects at this lot number. Hey, we had a fight inside the convenience store over at Jet. Whatever happened during the day shift, we got briefed on it. Not once have I ever heard anything like, hey, there was some things stolen from the cemetery. They're just trying to forget the 18 murders they did in Guatemala and shit from the country they're from. And, you know, they want to forget about all the chickens they sacrificed in Haiti. Because now they're going to turn their lives around here. Yeah, I've heard about that, Cromwell. But actually, that came from the sheriff's department, because they had cemeteries out in the county, and a couple of times some of the deputies. I mean, it was like years apart. But yeah, hey, we had like 6 headstones knocked over out there on U.S. Highway, whatever it was. But that was in the county. I've never handled a call or heard of a call where theft and headstones were being dumped over in the city.
Marchesano, who had been evading arrest for violence,
Broke his freaking neck. And that's my wish, that he would have just broke his neck. DOA at the scene.
admitted to selling the vases but claimed she didn't know they were stolen. Both now
She didn't know they were stolen. Officer, they were just sitting there. Nobody, when I picked it up, nobody said I couldn't do it. I didn't know they were stolen.
face multiple charges, with Marchesano also facing charges for resisting arrest and driving with a suspended license.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about what Tun said. All the doctors, yeah. Yeah, because Tons, I'm not sure, but I think in Haiti, all you have to do to qualify to be a doctor is wear a white coat. That's it. I mean, just put on a white coat, you're a doctor. I mean, I'm looking at Dr. Martin Luther King, right? He wasn't a doctor. He bought a suit, and I guess on the tag it said doctor or reverend, you know, and whatever suit he bought, that's what he was. He was never a doctor. I don't know why they call him Dr. Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King wasn't even his name. His legal name is David King. His father's name was David King. His father just one day said to his congregation, I will be known now as Martin Luther. It's out of the Bible. He never changed his name legally, but we got streets named after this thug across our country. Please. That's not even his name. No, he wasn't a doctor.
In a dramatic sequence of events on May 6, 2021, Volusia County deputies found themselves in a tense pursuit involving a stolen Cocoa
Some
Police
bitch was a
Department vehicle.
convicted
The
felon.
chase
Did you know
began
that,
when
Trooper?
33-year-old Xavier
Yeah.
Cummings
Martin Luther King was a convicted felon. And we got streets named after him. Ah,
driving the
okay.
stolen car sped north on I-95, entering Volusia County. Deputies quickly responded, deploying stop sticks to disable the vehicle. After a successful pit maneuver, the stolen car came to a halt in the woodline, but the situation was far from over.
For unit behind us, stop traffic, we got plenty up here.
9 Charlie 14. I'll be in the far right lane, stopping traffic.
Shut it down.
Martin Luther is a German composer. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about it, Germany. Yeah,
9 Charlie 14, anybody got eyes?
Uncle Burger. Yep, exactly. I'll tell you something else they never told you, Trooper. Everywhere Dr. Martin Luther King went, there was riots. Everywhere. Wherever he had a dream, when he left, there was riots.
Armed with a large pepper spray canister, Cummings exited the vehicle and made a desperate dash toward another police car.
He earned a doctorate.
We got enough people up here.
Well, that's news to me. Hey, Wild Bill, that is absolutely news to me. I never heard that shit. I think you just made that up. Martin George Floyd King. Yeah, ain't that the truth? You wanted all Catholics dead. Sounds like most. Now, if you didn't take the jab, yeah, the jab.
Although the K9 was not inside, the car was unlocked with the keys in the ignition. Despite a taser attempt, Cummings managed to steal the second police vehicle and fled at high speed.
We've heard it. I think we've seen this one before, but not at these kind of angles. The last time we saw this, it was from a helicopter. You remember? We didn't get to see on the ground.
You got him? What? Where'd he go?
Air 1, follow that car. You got another car.
Air 1's got eyes still northbound.
Black Cocoa K9 Explorer.
Okay, we got units coming up just south of Dunlawton. It's the only vehicle
Yeah.
coming at you.
That's the first I've ever heard he got a doctorate's degree. But that still don't make him a doctor. I'd like to see who he operated on. What splint he put on. Did he ever give someone a cast? Right? No, he's not a
Center
doctor.
lane, blue lights on. Inside lane, he's starting to slow down. It's about a quarter-mile south of Williamson overpass.
K91, if you're not already, hurry up and get up here. I'm coming. Hey, you guys let K9 to the front. Let K9 to the
How
front.
did he get that damn patrol unit to smoke like
Get some
that?
long guns up here, too.
He just got in it and
Still
took
northbound,
off. I don't know.
north
I
of
understand why
Williamson
it's
overpass.
burning oil. Or is the tire flat? That could do it. Yeah, the tire was probably flat.
Any more sticks or no? Alright, everybody hold there. We can K9 up here, Mike. Where you at?
Yeah, that piece of shit calls herself a doctor too, and she's not. Hey, Texas Twisted, how you doing, buddy?
He's breaking for the median, guys. He's breaking for the median. Breaking for the median. Everybody slow down. Don't ball up here.
Yes, he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. Absolutely. But I do not believe I forgot his name, Earl. What was the guy's name they charged with assassinating him? I don't think he's the one that did it. I think our government did it, just like JFK. But now we're getting into conspiracy theories, and I don't have any proof to back anything that I'm saying up. I'm just telling you my opinion on different evidence I've seen through the years. But I don't have it sitting here in front of me to back anything I'm saying up. But I do not believe Earl Ray. I don't believe Earl Ray assassinated that thug. I do not believe that at all. I think our government took him out because he was creating too many riots in our country.
Deputies continued the pursuit, eventually stopping Cummings with
Yeah, he
more
was
stop sticks that
assassinated.
deflated 3 tires.
Yep.
Temple, there's going to be a K9 in the Signal 10.
10-3, 10-3.
We got one come down on the ground.
So you think Wild Bill, that you're saying he got a doctorate's degree of philosophy? Does that give him the right to have the title as a doctor? I don't think so. So he's got a doctorate's degree. Who gives a shit? He's not a doctor. I got a criminal law degree, but before I was a police officer, I didn't walk around calling myself a police officer. Of the FBI, which had harassed the civil rights leader while he was alive. Harass is a strong word, Therapy. But yeah, I do not believe Earl Ray. That's just, I have no proof to back up what I'm saying. I'm talking out of my ass, okay? But I don't think that's what happened. They didn't trust the findings. I don't blame them.
1642 hours.
Does it say in their Therapy that he got a doctorate's degree? Well, that makes sense now. That's the first I've ever heard of that. But it does make sense why he said Dr. Martin Luther King, but he still was not a doctor. He was a thug piece of shit. She's my hand baby. I found her when she was less than 12. What? It's so tiny she could fit in my hand. Oh, we must be talking about a pet. Turn the siren off. Yeah.
Step back. FBI. I'm CIA. I'm Central Intelligence. I'm Central Intelligence.
Oh, your cat. Okay. See, Tones, that's another delusionist, treasonous piece of shit bitch, is Jill Biden. I haven't done any research on this mentally disturbed young woman. Does anybody know if she was really a doctor? I know she calls herself a doctor, but Jesse Jackson calls himself a reverend, and he never had a congregation. So I'm just saying, I doubt if she's really a doctor. I don't know. It's not a medical doctor. Okay, thank you, Therapy. So how in the hell does she get away with calling herself a doctor? That's an insult to every doctor that actually went through medical school for 10 years. I bet you the FBI wouldn't like somebody running around saying I'm an FBI agent just because they got a criminal law degree, right? Wow. Crazy. But thank you, Wild Bill. I didn't know he ever got a doctorate degree. I didn't think he was that fucking smart. They probably just passed him to pass him. Of course, I don't know that, but I didn't think he was that bright. I mean, he thought he was because his daddy called him son. And I wanted to convince him, look, it wasn't because he thought you were bright, dumbass.
Do me a favor, see if you can get somebody to see in between what's in the
When finally apprehended, Cummings was incoherent.
Well, that is true. That's true. Eddie, my buddy Eddie Murphy. I love Eddie Murphy. He called himself Dr. Love. What was the name of the movie, Cromwell? Damn it. It was one of my favorites that Eddie Murphy did beside, the Beverly Hills Cop and all that. He did a movie where he conned his way into the Senate. And then the leader of that party, the Democratic Party, wanted to put him over something. And he brought the whole Senate down or something. Does anybody remember the name of that movie? Or does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's medical doctor. When I hear the word doctor, I think medical doctor. Bank? No, that wasn't the name of the movie.
Claiming he had taken the police car with consent by mental telepathy.
That's it. Distinguished Gentleman. Thank you. That was a great movie.
He admitted to using crystal meth earlier that day and had not slept in 24 hours, showing clear signs of mental distress. Cummings now faces multiple charges, including armed burglary, fleeing law enforcement, and grand theft, among others.
Down. I say Fred. Y'all say what?
Watch your head.
Volusia County. Fred Cummings Sr.
It was about a bank? No, it wasn't about a bank. It was about the Senate. How he conned his way in there. And he was just a con artist. And Trading Places, that was the first movie I'd ever seen Eddie Murphy in. It was with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. And I'd never even heard of Eddie Murphy until I watched Trading Places.
In 2012, a high-stakes police chase in Oregon took a controversial
Did you
turn
see that?
that would lead to a significant payout. The incident in 2012, a high-stakes police chase in Oregon.
What? The Distinguished
In
Gentleman.
2012, a high-stakes police
Get your
chase
ass
in
down,
Oregon
you piece of
took a
shit.
controversial turn that would lead to a significant payout. The incident began when Oregon State Police Captain Rob Edwards pursued motorcyclist Justin Wilkins for speeding.
Oh, you're talking about Trading Places, yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. That was Dan Aykroyd's wife in that movie, or girlfriend, right? Oh, man, I'm going way back. Yeah, I think so. Wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe not. That's how you do it. Yep. Also known as practicing medicine without a license. Yep. I had no idea that Dr. Martin Luther King had got a doctorate. Never heard that before ever, not even in history class. We were taught about all the devastation that he created everywhere he went. They did talk about that. She was the hooker that saved. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, when he was down and out and he was homeless. Yeah, it was Jamie Lee Curtis. I always thought Jamie Lee Curtis had an amazing ass. Not now, but the first time I ever seen Jamie Lee Curtis was Halloween with Michael Myers. That's a fictional character, ladies and gentlemen. There's really no Michael Myers, but that's the first time I'd ever seen her. No, Pretty Women is with, what's her name? Julia Roberts and, who was the guy that played in that? Richard Gere. That was Richard Gere and Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't, because this generation of teachers try to hide the truth about our history. They want you to think America's bad, so they don't tell you the truth. Hold on for me just a minute.
The chase ended with Edwards using force to apprehend Wilkins, resulting in a broken collarbone.
I'm back! Get your ass down. Was arrested several times when he was alive. I've done my research on him. This girl, yeah, our pastor traces
Wilkins claimed
family
he didn't
trees.
realize Edwards' unmarked car
Family
was a police
trees?
vehicle, and later sued Edwards for violating his civil rights. In a dramatic court battle, the jury
Was
sided with
arrested several
Wilkins,
times.
determining that Edwards had indeed
Joe Biden
used
receives
excessive
her
force.
doctorate. Oh, so that's why she calls herself a doctor, Wild Bill? Because she got a doctorate like Martin Luther King? How can they call themselves doctor because they got a doctorate? So if you get a bachelor's degree, you put bachelor in front of your name? I'm just asking. Oh, no, I'm Bachelor Pat. I got a bachelor's degree. Yeah, I'm Associate Patterson. I got associate's degree. Yeah, I got associate's degree. So should I put criminal law in front of my name? Because I got a criminal law degree? Makes no sense. No legal in the rear of your name. What does that mean, Wild Bill? No legal in the rear of your name. I put therapist at the end of my name. Does that count? No, you got to put it in the front of your name. You got to put it like Dr. Jill Biden. I want it in the front.
Leading to a notable payout for the injured biker. In a dramatic incident
You said what
near
20 minutes ago,
M59
Doc?
Fisk Road on June 6th, White Lake Township police pulled over a woman who quickly turned a routine stop into a high-speed chase.
Oh, buddy, there's not too much you could tell me about that piece of shit, Martin Luther King. I did a book report on it in the 10th grade. I had to go to the library to get my info, though. Hey, Miss T-Gun. Thank you, Texas. Oh, okay. Thank you, Doc. Doc, are you really a doctor?
Identified as Mercedes Morris, initially gave a fake
I
name
mean, since we're on
before
the
deciding to
subject.
flee the scene. With multiple outstanding warrants and a suspended license, Morris sped down M59,
T-Gun's in the house.
weaving through traffic as officers pursued her.
Hi, T, Miss T-Gun. Welcome aboard, sweetheart. Like my name. Texas, that's okay. You can pick on Trooper. As soon as the day before we go live with the bounty hunting stream in real life, I'm going to ban Trooper so he can't see it. I'm going to ban him. He can't see or chat. That's the plan. Navy Corps, even though they aren't doctors, they are more of a doctor than Jill Biden. Though at least they've said, yeah. I accept the term doc for Navy Corps. Yeah. Hey, Twisted Angel.
The chase, captured on dash cam video,
Yeah,
ended
I know how it's
abruptly when she
pronounced.
lost control
Therapy.
and
I know
crashed
it's
into a
Corman.
utility pole, bringing it down. Police swiftly
I was
surrounded
reading what
her
you put.
vehicle,
You put
taking her
Corpsman.
into custody.
I'm like, I thought it was
Morris now
Corman.
faces additional charges, including fleeing and eluding.
Tons, maybe not, but I can damn sure threaten to do it, right?
In the early hours of the morning, a high-speed chase through Lubbock, Texas, turned tragic. It all began around 2:30 a.m. when police responded to a shoplifting report at a Walmart. The suspect...
Hoorah! Therapy. You know what? I shouldn't say hoorah. I was never a Marine. I think that's just, that's reserved for Marines, right? So when I say it, it makes it sound like I'm identifying as a Marine, and I was never a Marine. I didn't have enough ass to be a Marine. It is in fact corporation. No. Guys, I'm gonna leave this running. I'll be right back.
20-year-old Shane Warren was behind the wheel of a stolen blue Volkswagen Beetle taken just the day before. Refusing to stop, Warren led officers on a wild pursuit, reaching speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. As he exited East 19th Street, the chase took a deadly turn. Warren lost control of the vehicle, causing it to flip multiple times, ejecting him from the car. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, two other individuals with Warren, Christy West and Leon Smith, were arrested on outstanding warrants. Lubbock Police Chief Greg Stevens later confirmed that the chase was being directed by a supervisor and that the investigation into the incident continues. In Sand Springs, a 21-year-old woman, Alexis McIntosh, was arrested after trying to flee from police during a routine patrol on Friday afternoon. Officers noticed her acting suspiciously, attempting to hide behind a small tree.
Stop right here. Come here! Stop! Police! Stop! Police! You're on 2-foot pursuit. Stop! Police! Stop! Come here!
I can't go to jail. Please don't take me.
Give me your hands.
I promise you I'll pay my fine.
Turn around!
I'll lose my job.
Turn around! Give me your hands.
My other hand's underneath you.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand now.
Hey, Mind of Z. Hey, buddy, if you can't get here on time, you just get here when you can.
292, other units.
I can't go to jail, man. I'm gonna lose my job. I can't pay off. I lose my...
292, I'm secure with a female.
I lose my job.
When approached, she bolted through several yards but was caught after jumping over a retaining wall. During the arrest, McIntosh revealed she was worried about losing her job due to unpaid fines. Police discovered she had 5 outstanding warrants and marijuana in her possession. She now faces charges of resisting arrest, possession of marijuana, and the outstanding traffic-related warrants.
Over here.
I have money to buy myself out. I have a bail bondsman coming to pick up Leslie Bruner. I'm gonna need the same bail bondsman.
All right, can you get out? My radio's not working.
Because I rescheduled with y'all, and then when I called back, I had 5 warrants issued. And I had to go to work.
292, I'm secure.
What situation in today's video impressed?
None of it. That's what impressed me the most. I think Elmer's glue tastes better than crayons therapy. Just saying. All right, guys, you ready? We're just going to continue. Hey, wait. Did anybody beside me see the interview? Well, it wasn't an interview because, you know, Kamala Harris, she survived an attempted interview. She did. She survived it. But she was bullshitting with that treasonous fat piece of shit bitch, Oprah Winfrey. I'm just telling you what I think. And she said in the interview, oh, I own a gun. Somebody breaks into my house, they're getting shot. And I agree with her. It's the only thing that she said that I totally agree with. But imagine for a moment if Trump had said that in an interview. Oh, yeah, I own a gun. If somebody breaks into Mar-a-Lago, they're getting shot. Imagine that. No, the bitch don't own a gun. And if anybody gets shot, it'll be the Secret Service that shoots them. That coward bitch wouldn't shoot nobody. But if you saw the interview that I'm talking about, imagine if Trump would have said those same words. Wow. Correct, Eternal. No shit. They'd still be melting down. They would have talked about that all the way till the night of the election. That Trump threatened to kill Americans with his gun. I could only imagine. Let's go.
Today's After Hours in Farmington, New Mexico, where officers are responding to a 911 call about a woman acting erratic. Police approach the woman's car up on the curb on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, Tons, that's what I'm talking. No, Tons, no.
Hello, ma'am.
Let's make this perfectly clear, Tons. Kamala Treasonous Harris is not a black woman. She is of East Indian descent. No black in her body. She just pretends to be black when she needs the black vote. Just saying. Obama, correct.
Hi, I'm Officer Mason from Tim Police Department. Okay,
you're going for a drive.
You're parked up on the curb here. Is everything okay?
I'm great. I'm just going to go to...
Yes, Tons.
And then I'm going to go to No Worries Bar to find...
You ought to see a picture, a family group picture of Kamala Harris and her family. I've seen it. Not one black person in there. They're all East Indians. One girl off to the right's got a dot on her forehead.
John Travolta.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know where I'm going. Thank you for checking on me.
Ma'am, can you step out of the vehicle for
no,
now?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, ma'am, I need you to step out of the vehicle
I don't
for now.
trust a cop.
That's fine.
I don't have to step out of here.
But you do, ma'am.
For what?
You do. You're parked on the curb in the wrong direction on the street.
All right, well,
okay.
I'm going to move.
No. I need you to get out of the vehicle.
No,
Please do not put the vehicle in drive. Okay.
Trooper, the dot on their forehead, it's there because Americans are saying, go the fuck home, go home, go. And after a few of those, a little dot forms on their port. I'm just saying. That's what I think it means.
You have a beat on you.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
No, you don't.
Step out of the vehicle, ma'am. I do not want to put hands on you, okay?
No, you're not.
I'm asking you to voluntarily step out. Officer Mason. Yes, ma'am.
I'll get up.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Therapy.
Step out.
My car over there.
Oh, no, I'm not going to touch your car. That's your vehicle, okay?
Where's my vehicle? I'm telling you to step away.
But I need you to step out.
No, you don't.
So,
What
yes,
did I do
ma'am.
wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and step out.
What's my name?
I don't know your name. You haven't
Then you
told
can't tell me what to do.
Okay, ma'am.
No, get your hands off me.
Then step out of the vehicle.
What did I do wrong?
This is my last warning to you, ma'am. I'm asking you kindly to please step out on your own accord.
Why? What did I do?
Because
yeah,
I
that's...
need to talk to you outside
no,
the vehicle.
for what?
That too, Trooper. That too. I agree with your dad.
To tell me
yes,
inside,
ma'am.
This is a recording vehicle.
We are also recording, okay?
Good, I don't have to
and
go anywhere.
you're safe, okay, as long as you
I'm going
do
to my
what I
mom's house
asked
around
for
the
you to
corner.
do. Ma'am, I can't let you drive this vehicle.
Good,
I'm
going to park it and I'm going to walk.
No. I need you to step out of the vehicle.
For what?
I just told you I need you to step out of it because you're parked on a curb.
Because I said so. That's what the officer needs to say. Did you not just hear what I said? Why? I said get out of the fucking car.
facing the wrong direction on the street, okay?
Then can I turn it around?
No, ma'am.
Don't
I can't
talk
drive
to her
away
like
from
she's a
here. No, let me
kindergartner.
walk away from here.
Jeez.
No, answer the
We
question.
need to talk.
No, for about
And
what?
figure out what's going on with you.
I'm fine. What did I do? I lived there.
Ma'am.
Look, she gave me warning. I lived there. I'll give you all paperwork. I don't need to talk to you.
I need your half of the story. We have one caller.
I'm going to call
but
Scott
I need
Micklin.
to talk to you.
I'm calling
okay?
Scott Micklin.
I need you to step out of the
No,
vehicle.
you don't.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am. No, please don't put it in drive. Do not do that. Ma'am,
I'm not
stop.
doing anything.
Put it in
Tell me
park.
why I'm arrested and what's my name.
All right, out of the vehicle. Out of the vehicle.
Jacob Keller wants to
Out
know.
of the vehicle.
Stephen Keller wants to know.
Out of the vehicle, ma'am.
What did I do?
Out of.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this situation I have been in multiple times. I don't know how many times because I didn't count them. And every single time I've told them to get out of the car after the second time. What do you think happened before I said it the third time? Every time. I said, get the fuck out of the car. And they got out of the car. I mean, yeah, they were pepper sprayed, but they got out of the car.
The vehicle.
Gabby, what did I do? You
Out
tried
of
to
the
kill me.
vehicle. I need you to
I will
step out
park
of the
it, but
vehicle.
you have to tell me. What's my name again?
You need to step
What's
out
my
of the
social
Okay,
security
you're gonna
number?
step out of the vehicle
What is
now.
my social security
Ma'am, you're
number?
gonna step out of the vehicle now. Okay, step out of the vehicle.
She has the paper she wants.
Yep. Imagine that. You gotta have a male showing up at the scene so the female officer can actually do her job. See? One pull.
Put your hands behind your back.
Figures.
And they have everything. I mean,
A waste of a uniform.
Kylie Jenner, Stormy. Stormy. I have Stormy.
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. Pretty simple.
Let's just go to jail. That's my best friend, Jay Gorgon. Jay Gorgon. Jay Gorgon. It's that bag. It has a lot of meat in it. We just counted it in front of him. My house over there has cameras in it.
You okay?
Just,
All right, ma'am, we're gonna stand up, okay?
are you ready?
I'm gonna roll you to your side
If
toward
that
me.
purchase touch, I want it in my vicinity
Okay.
at all time. You hear me?
You can watch everything we're doing. I
I'll
need you
sit
to
on
sit
the-
up.
Just sit me
Would you
in
like
front
to
Now,
sit?
I want you to observe. Now the officer's going to talk to her like she's a little child. Not that she's a criminal. Wow.
Up on
What
your
is my
back.
name?
Would you like to sit
What
up,
is
ma'am?
my name?
Okay, I'm gonna let you stay right here. That's fine. But you're gonna stay
Don't-
right here until we're finished.
You're about that right.
Okay?
Make sure you have that paper you took from me, because that lady wrote it.
It's
And observe her very pretty nails. How do you do law enforcement with those pretty nails? How are you going to get into a fight situation and double lock the cuffs and struggle with a son of a bitch without scratching his neck to hell and back? I mean, seriously, this is not a beauty contest. This is law enforcement. You're dealing with deadly criminals.
it's right here, ma'am. It's on the ground. What is your first name, ma'am?
What you did.
November is approaching fast. If you are able, please consider donating to help. Thank you, Miss Country Girl. Wow, thank you, darling. Ha ha. Damn. Thank you so much. Streaming equipment needed during Pat's bounty hunting adventures. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you, Miss Country Girl. That's a great super chat.
Tell me what my name is. All right, listen. I'm not telling it again. My name is Carrie Ann Martha Collett. Okay. Are we all recorded? Remember? Don't interrupt.
Thank you so much, darling.
You just want to shut me up.
We're up to
Sit
wait,
me-
why didn't that register? Oh, that's a super chat. See, I only get like 70% of those, and it doesn't register on that. It's got to be a donation or a cup of coffee. That was a super chat, wasn't? Yeah. Fuck.
Up then.
Oh, well.
My
I
name
would
is
like
Carrie-
to, ma'am.
Don't worry about it, darling. All the money from super chats, all the money we can muster is going to go to this streaming equipment. Doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter if it's memberships or whatever. When I get paid from YouTube, it's going to the IRL live streaming equipment.
Ryan Overton.
I want to
Ryan Overton,
contrast
Jason Overton.
this woman with nails in a uniform to nurses.
Either way.
What
505,
in
55,
medicine,
1995.
women need to have their nails no
505,
longer than
55.
exactly. Oh, absolutely.
6022.
Law enforcement stays focused on containing carry.
Thank you, Miss Country Girl. But Miss Country Girl, out of that 10, I'll get $7 of that from YouTube. And trust me, it's going to the live streaming equipment. Any money we can come up with is going to the live streaming equipment so we can be live November 23rd. It's just on this, the IRL live stream equipment gold. It registers on the donations because I almost get 100% of that minus a little small fee that PayPal charges. And I think I get 90% of the coffees that are bought. I think it's 90. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that.
Even while she's spewing random names and numbers.
Ma'am, do you have anything sharp on you that might poke or stab me?
Absolutely not. Take all my clothes and make me naked.
I'm not going to make you naked. I'm just going to pat you down.
Stormy said.
See, that like most women officers, she cares more about her appearance as far as her makeup and her nails and all that. We're dealing with hardened criminals most of the time. What the fuck? We don't need pretty nails to do the job.
Stormy said. Yes, you're all right. Highway 64 is right. Daryl. Go home. I want to go home. You got that right.
Okay, we're going to sit you up on your butt.
Trust me, please, and I want that.
We're going to sit you up on your butt now. Okay?
And see, here's what I don't understand. Why do we need 4 or 5 officers on the scene? It's one woman, and she's in cuffs. I agreed with the male backup. Hey!
Thank you for your donation.
Absolutely. Susan!
Here comes the money.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. We're at 114 now. But we don't need all these officers on the scene. I agreed with the first one because the female officer needed backup. They always do. I'm talking from experience. They can never handle a call by themselves. I agreed with the male officer showing up. But I don't agree with the rest of the department coming on the scene. That's a waste of resources. She's already in cuffs. What are they there for? Just to watch? Yeah, that's what they're there for. They're just observing.
To your right, we're going to stand up.
Call a tow truck right now and haul my car.
Thank you, Miss
Call a
Susan.
tow truck
You
and
did
haul my
it.
car.
Have a seat, Miss Keller.
Why don't, I can sit on the road.
Too many times to count, trooper.
Jail.
For what?
For trying to take off while this officer was trying to talk to you in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Resisting?
Whatever.
Okay.
For that reason. You don't know my name. What's my name, sir? And your name, Estrada. What's your name? Look at me.
Is it Kathleen
D.
Ann?
Hall. Shut the mouth.
Okay.
My name.
See, I'd say something stupid like, Marijuana Mary. Am I right? Oh, wait. Quaalude Karen. How close am I now? Shut the door.
With Carrie Ann Martha Keller. I'm looking for Jacob Brian Keller. No, I
Get your
should sit
foot
right
in.
here. We stay all day, remember? You'd like to have a show.
Not really.
D. Hall, D. Estrada.
Scoot in, miss.
No.
Scoot in.
For what? So you can sit here and make a plan and know where you're going? This happened to me and
Just
Cedar
shut
Rapids,
the
Iowa,
do-
you know.
Shut the fucking door.
No, you're not in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You're in Farmington, New Mexico.
Well, I'm still live in Cedar Rapids.
Shut the
I have
door.
Medicaid. I have insurance.
Just shut the door.
Witnesses, let's get their information.
They walk over to witnesses to gather information.
Okay. My beautiful, beautiful wife just came home. You can hear Macy barking in the background. So I'm going to go downstairs and help her carry her stuff in. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave this running, and I'll be right back.
That might help explain Carrie's behavior.
That's what happened, guys.
What happened today?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Because this has been going on now for a week.
Okay.
So police were called 3 or 4 days ago. I came over today. This is an Airbnb. They have guests coming in on this side.
Okay.
It's a duplex.
Okay.
So they live on the other side. So I came over today to pay the cleaning people, and she brought out money for utility bill and gave it to me. And then she asked me about the notice that I put on the door on the 15th, giving her 3 days to move out. She does not have a right to be living there. That's a very long story. These two invited her in out of an ad they put in Marketplace. She's very, very sweet. She's very super sweet when she's okay. Okay, so they didn't know. They invited her in. She's been here a month, two months maybe.
Okay.
So don't know why she's made this big switch, but she's just off. So she gave me the money and asked. Then she asked me what that was about, and I said it's a notice telling you have to leave tomorrow. And she said, why do I have to leave? And I said, because of the way you've been behaving, and your people are afraid to be with you, and how you've behaved towards me. And then she just went off.
Okay.
She just went off with crazy talk, and some of the stuff she says, I don't even know what she's talking about. She says, anyway. So I have posted a 3-day notice of eviction.
Okay.
And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go in and start the motion to have her removed because she doesn't intend to leave, she says.
And she's still got stuff in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, so she said, well, I'm calling the police because she wanted her money back. And I said, no, I'm not giving it back to you. And so she said, well, I'm calling the police. I said, okay.
I'm back.
So they came home, and I said, let's go stand over here by my car. She has claimed she's called.
I don't give a shit.
And it's been like this. She's last night she.
Jesus, how long are we gonna keep this? Damn.
My dad started yelling like.
I'm going far ahead here. Right here. Here we go.
No, it's trying to take her, so I'll probably.
Okay, this is to show you just how fucked up, excuse my language, and how liberal law enforcement is now. We're talking about one woman that was in cuffs within the first 3 minutes. And look at all the wasted resources here. We've got a fire truck, EMT, 5 or 6 officers with their patrol units for one woman. And they've wasted all this time talking to neighbors and shit. Oh, God.
I just go type, and then this is your.
Yeah, no shit. They're doing the Jerry Springer show.
Battery upon a police officer. Her attorney filed a petition for pretrial prevention. Proves how scary and unpredictable the world can be. And let's say
And guys, let me show you what come in today. What came in, no, not what come in today. Damn, I sound like a fucking hillbilly. Let me show you what come in today. Earl, bring it in. What the hell? What came in today? Let me sound educated. Let me show you what came in today. It's part of the bounty hunting equipment. Because you'll see officers spend 2 minutes, wasted time, putting on latex gloves, right? You've seen it a lot. And every time I see that shit, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I just don't understand them walking to their trunk, getting their little anal cavity examination gloves and putting them on. Yes, I had gloves when I was in the line of duty. Absolutely. But I never put on a pair of latex gloves, ever. I put on my law enforcement gloves that are washable. You just put them in a washing machine and they're good to go. And you put them on and it's real quick. You don't have to worry about, see how fast that was? You don't have to worry about, and then you put I'm ready to go. So if I'm dealing with somebody that's bleeding, this is what I'm wearing. I've even got another one that looks just like it for the other hand. Imagine that. I don't wear latex gloves. I feel like I'm fixing to give somebody an anal examination. I'm not doing it. But these are my gloves that I'll wear out there when we're bounty hunting. These are almost the same type of gloves, minus the Velcro stuff here. Mine had the elastic around the wrist. And I absolutely had to order a female pair of gloves because the male smalls did not fit me. Not these. These are actually male extra small. But when I ordered them from Galls way back when, I had to get a woman's size small so they would fit my little hands. And they had the elastic around the wrist so you didn't have the Velcro. But yeah, this is all part of the equipment that we're going to be using out there when we... Now all I got to do is practice drawing my weapon from a level 3 holster with these gloves on. You always want to be ready no matter what. So, but these are my gloves, not latex. I'm not wearing a pair of purple latex gloves. I'm just not going to do it. Yep, Tiny Tot. Exactly. Anyway, let's go.
Fortunately, if you're injured or if you've ever been injured, you can turn to Morgan & Morgan.
Shut
Morgan,
up,
America's largest
you dumb
personal
son of a
injury
bitch.
million-
Fuck.
Hi there. I'm Deputy Ortiz.
Hi
We're going to
there.
the County Sheriff's Office stuff because your seatbelt isn't on, and we're actually out. You put it on when we were pulling up behind you. I watched you.
That's not true.
And he looked right at you.
You lean forward, sir. When you took the turn
I
on,
watched you put it on.
Now just remember what I've told you about these pieces of shit with a badge, with a beard. It's a liberal freaking department. What a piece, I can already tell you this is a piece of shit department. See the beard? Beards don't go with a professional law enforcement uniform.
Argue about a $10 seatbelt ticket.
Hey, it's right here.
Okay, driver's license and insurance. Okay?
I'm not giving you nothing. It's not.
Driver's license and insurance, sir. You're going to make this more difficult.
Look at Ma Bell. She just sitting there looking for, I ain't getting involved. I told some bitch not to be speeding like that. Give me some snuff. She got the snuff in the glove box. I guarantee she got a can of snuff over there.
Than it has to be. Your driver's license and insurance, sir.
Do you see this?
Sir, do you want to be forcibly removed from the vehicle?
That's not true. I have this on.
Driver's license.
They would not remove him from the vehicle unless they have begged him for about 15 minutes.
License and insurance, sir.
Are you planning on calling us today?
No, we're not going to kill you, okay?
I'm an American. I have my seatbelt.
Oh, that's right. No, okay? You were not wearing a seatbelt when you drove past me. We saw you putting...
Ladies and gentlemen, never argue about a seatbelt. Never. I don't agree with that law. I never enforced that law. Not in my career have I ever written a ticket for no seatbelt. But it is a non-moving violation. Depending on the state, county, or city that you're in, it's anywhere from a $15 ticket to a $65 ticket. It's not worth it's no points on your license. It's a non-moving violation. Don't worry about it.
Get on while we were behind you. You can argue this all day long and make this even worse for yourself. Otherwise, just give us your ID and the insurance, sir.
What do you want my money?
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
Correct.
You're making a big driver's license and insurance, sir.
Oh, is it 200? Is it $225 in the state of Texas or in your county? Damn. Holy shit. I never heard of it that high.
Feel honest that it has to be.
For my seatbelt?
Yes. Yep.
Why? I have my seatbelt.
You have a traffic violation. Your seatbelt was not on, sir, so can you have your driver's license and insurance?
With your body camera, I have my seatbelt on. They're running, right? I want to see them beeping, though.
Because I watched you put them on, sir. Now, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why. I do know why. Because they're a bunch of fucking social worker cops. I wouldn't be... The seatbelt thing would have already been in the past. That's history. Give me your driver's license. I want to see that little card that looks like an asshole wrapped in plastic. Give it to me.
Put them on, or I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. And when I do so, that's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150 glasses.
Well, that's your problem. Okay, you're acting like a child right now.
Want my money? Here.
You're acting like a child. I want your driver's license and your insurance.
Here's everything I have. Here's my money. Here's my...
Now, I would not spray pepper spray inside the vehicle because Ma Bell over there in the driver's seat would get it all over her too. You have to have compassion. Just because the driver's being a tard doesn't mean you bring the Ma and Pa or Ma Bell involved in it. So I wouldn't spray him, at least until he's outside the vehicle.
Acting like a child, sir.
Here's my card. Here's everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
Take my money. Take this too. Take that.
Your driver's license, sir.
You're just destroying all my stuff. You're ruining my holiday.
Yeah.
Accusing me of something I'm doing. Ripping up the money. I spent $500 on my family.
I would charge him with that. You cannot destroy federal money. That's illegal. Did you know that? You can't rip up money. I'd charge him with it.
That's great. Driver's license, sir.
Nothing.
Are you intoxicated, sir? What kind of drugs are you on, sir?
Well, here's what you need this too. We'll just rip that.
I would charge every dollar, no matter if it's a 20, a 10, or a 1. I'm charging him with everything. No shit. That is illegal. That's actually illegal. It's a federal crime. You cannot do it. And to do it in front of officers, and they're too stupid to even realize it's a crime.
What kind of drugs, sir?
Go get it. Take it. Take whatever
I'm not
you want.
going into your vehicle, sir.
Take
Can I have your driver's license, please?
Just rip all this up too. Got enough now. Here, take this.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Ma Bell.
Take my money.
Remain in the vehicle, sir. I'll be back up with you, okay?
Look.
Ma Bell's thinking, I ain't worried about it. I got scotch tape at the house.
My seatbelt's on and they're accusing me of something. That's you can't ever enjoy life anymore around here without being harassed and accused of something. I have my seatbelt on. You give me a ticket, you pulled up on me, I have my seatbelt on. That's exactly what's happening.
Think of the worst case scenario here, ladies and gentlemen. They let baby Huey vote. This piece of shit is actually going to go into a voting booth and cast a vote. That's scary.
Yeah, $135 break-in. I will just got my blood right
Yeah,
now.
they're going to let him breathe too, yeah.
Because I have my seatbelt on, these people pull me over, if they pull up on me, say I don't have...
See, the reason he's still on the seatbelt is because the officers escalated the whole deal about the seatbelt. Do you remember in the beginning? He's like, I had my seatbelt on, and they made such a big deal. Oh, no, no, no. When we saw you put the seatbelt on, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Give me your driver's license. Yeah, but I had my seatbelt. I don't give a shit. Give me your driver's license. And that's the last time I'm telling you. Come on. The seatbelt's no big deal. Why they're acting like they just found a mass murderer.
It's right here, I can see it. I can taste it.
Do you realize how you're acting right now?
I know it's illegal. I've never charged anybody with it, trooper. But it's in the penal code. If I had to charge somebody with it, I could look it up. It's all by alphabetical order and get the penal code number for that charge and charge them with it. It's a felony. And I'd charge him, there's like, what, 9, 10 counts that he destroyed currency, federal currency.
Irrational.
It's upsetting to me.
Upsetting to you that you drove past me without a seatbelt?
That's a crock of You know that. Don't give me that.
Okay.
I have my seatbelt on, and you're giving me a ticket for my seatbelt being on.
I have your seatbelt on.
My seatbelt's on. You give me a ticket. You're taking my and you're giving me a ticket for my seatbelt on.
You do not have a seatbelt on.
My seatbelt is on. When you pull up to the stop, My seatbelt is on.
It's not on.
It
was
is
on
on.
when we pulled up because
It's
you put
been
it
on
on when you got on the interstate.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That's not true. My seatbelt.
See what I'm talking about? The officer's still escalating the seatbelt bullshit. I would be like, yeah, whatever. I'm not talking about it. I don't care.
You're delusional.
My seatbelt is on. You pulled up to the traffic stop.
Well, yeah, you had it on.
My seatbelt is on.
See? The officer's going to argue with this guy about it, which escalates the seatbelt scenario. There's no reason to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Been there, done that. I don't give a shit. I've had him say, "Oh, officer, I had my seatbelt on." Yeah, whatever. Give me your driver's license. No, I promise I had my seatbelt. Okay. Well, since I don't know that you've ever lied to me before. Give me your driver's license. I don't talk about it. I don't care. I think a seatbelt law is a direct violation of our Constitution. It's our own freedom of choice whether I want to wear a seatbelt, which I do not. I don't wear a seatbelt anywhere because of the number of dead bodies I've cut out of seatbelts. So I'm not discussing it with him.
Hey, let me ask you something. So if I drive past you, right, and I don't have my seatbelt on, and then you get behind me and I put my seatbelt on, does that mean you have it on?
Listen to this social worker officer. What did I tell you in the beginning? Anytime you see a fucking beard on these pieces of shit, they're liberal. Social workers.
So when you drive away, too, I hope you keep it on, too.
You have to wear seatbelts. That's why.
I don't know, Eternal.
It is a law in Wisconsin.
That's something else I never did. I don't give a shit if that fucker has a damn helmet on if he wants to ride a motorcycle. Who is he hurting? Actually, if he's got a helmet on and he goes airborne off the bike and crashes into a car, he's going to put a bigger dent in that car with the helmet on. He's going to do more damage to somebody else's property. Should be illegal to have a helmet on. Don't give a shit about a helmet or a seatbelt. That's a personal choice. You make it. You're only hurting yourself.
You get a citation for not wearing it when you pulled on the interstate.
Give me a citation on camera for someone that you pull up on a stop and have the seatbelt on.
Correct there, V.
How's that going to fly in court?
When you go to court, then I will be there and I will testify to the fact.
Tarrant County. It's 200 here. Adult or responsible for a child. I would never put my kid in the child seat. My grandkids, nobody.
You do not have your seatbelt on, sir.
It's going to be 2 against 1 in the courtroom. It's going to be you and your buddy.
See what I'm saying? Do you see? This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen, that the officer is still hell-bent and bound to argue about this, whether he was wearing a seatbelt. This is not the court of law, you fucktard. I was trying so good to get away from the F-bombs, and here I am doing them. I apologize. Sorry for the F-bombs. But it's stupid on the officer's part. Our job, ladies and gentlemen, is to de-escalate any situation. Anything you go on, we de-escalate. You don't do shit that's going to escalate something. You let the suspect escalate, and then we de-escalate, whether that's putting him in cuffs, putting him in the backseat of the car, or telling him to shut the hell up. Whatever it takes to de-escalate, that's our job. Does anybody see this officer de-escalating this bullshit? Not once. There's 2 of them there, and neither one of them has tried to de-escalate.
And then me sitting in the car with my seatbelt on. How are you going to give someone a ticket for saying that they don't have something on when they have it on? You can't do that. My seatbelt is on like it's supposed to. Give me a ticket.
It's 30? Yeah. It's usually about 15 to 65. But Texas said it's like $200 and something dollars in Texas, in Tarrant County.
Over a seatbelt.
This dude's freaking out because we stopped him for a seatbelt and he put it on when we were behind him. Like literally freaking out. He's tearing up money.
Wow.
He's freaking out. So if you just want to go up there with him, I'll run him out real quick and issue him his citation. Like freaking out, dude. Seriously.
How much cash did he tear up? $10?
He had like a bunch of singles and stuff. He freaked out. 3, 6, 7, 3, 5. I thought it was enough to drag him out.
Texas. No, you never pay court cost. Guys, if you get a seatbelt ticket, just go online and pay it. I was going to say mail it in, but we don't do that anymore. I guess you can. Yeah, you can mail it in. But they don't take checks, so you'd have to get a money order or a cashier's check. But look, just go online, follow the instructions on the citation and pay it. Because if you go to court, you will pay court cost. Because you're not going to win a seatbelt. Now, I say you're not going to win. I will tell you that our judge just threw those things out. Literally. You promise to wear a seatbelt in the future? Yes, sir, I do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and waive the seatbelt charge, okay? Usually 99.9% of the time that our judge would just let it go. Of course, I never wrote one. He didn't have to worry about me.
To the car, 223-6735.
Correct.
We should just arrest.
Yeah, the judge is going to side with law enforcement 99.9999% of the time, unless you got video evidence proving that officer wrong. And then the officer is going to go under oath and lie. I don't see that happening. I'm sure some of them do it. But no, your integrity and honesty is everything in law enforcement. If you lose that, you might as well give up law enforcement because you're never going to win a case. Even if you tell the truth and it's against you, you tell the truth and let the judge sort it out. But yeah, they always side with we're talking about traffic court, okay? We're not talking about, a murder case. In traffic court, which is the magistrate judge, they usually side, and then you got the city solicitor, who's like the DA, but she's the solicitor. They're going to side with the officer. So just mail the freaking thing in. Don't go to court on that shit.
Him for obstructing. He's being an about it.
Yeah.
Look at him, yeah. We watched him put it on every turn behind him. And then he's like yelling in the mirror and stuff. Left for the fourth would probably be better.
Lauren, is Lauren here? Hey, Lauren.
All right, John.
My little green Skittles girl.
Seatbelt's on.
I'm issuing you a citation for failure to wear your seatbelt. All right.
John, is your body camera on? I got my seatbelt on,
It's fantastic. I'm happy it should have been on before you left.
It was on.
So it's $10, all right?
$10 for the
Yeah. And you're freaking out over 10.
It's a $10 ticket. You see, I told you. I said 15 to 65 because I know in the city I worked, it was $15. That's all it was, $15 for not wearing your seatbelt. And then you had to really search for an officer on our department that would actually write a seatbelt ticket. They were out there because they'd show up in magistrate or in municipal court. So I who wrote that seatbelt ticket? Johnson. Oh, yeah, that figures. Yeah, of course. But yeah, $15. This one's 10. And I'm going to say he tore up more than $10 with his little temper tantrum.
$10.
$10.
Yep, because we're doing a click it or ticket campaign. That's why we're out here.
Take some of your money together. Maybe they'll help you out.
Yeah.
You want $10, I'll give you $10.
We don't post bond here, all right? You have to pay on or before the court date. If you choose to pay, you pay online, in person, or by mail. Information on the bottom of the citation as well as on the bond envelope, which is self-explanatory. Okay? You have any questions?
No.
All right. Make sure you're buckled up before you leave next time,
Wow.
sir. All right. Be safe.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor. Any traffic charges you get, a citation, it's always a misdemeanor. So
John receives a $10 citation for failing to wear his belt. A month later, he pleaded no contest and paid the fine in full. Now to Macon County, Illinois, where a couple's outing for lunch abruptly ends in a parking lot. Officers approach the vehicle, which has windows too darkly tinted.
Yep.
Your windows work?
I agree with Texas. Both of them were probably just released from their FTOs, which is their field training officers, and they've been dying to write a ticket. Dumbasses. A $10 seatbelt ticket was a waste of resources. Look at the time it took.
Do your windows work?
No, it doesn't, clearly.
Okay, I don't know that. Normally people roll their windows down.
Well, mine don't. I'm pressing the button. You can see.
Correct, Cromwell. Same in Georgia. You need a... Well, no. In the 90s and most of 2000s, we could stop them for seatbelt. And I want to say it was either 2009 or 2010. They changed it to where you couldn't use seatbelt as your probable cause. So they could have changed it back by now. Laws change on a weekly basis on traffic laws, you know.
What am I getting pulled over for?
Your window tint. You have your license
parked.
and insurance. It doesn't matter. You entered here from the roadway.
Well, I have to find my Just peel it off.
What's going on, man?
Nothing's going on. What is y'all picking for?
License and insurance.
Okay, give me
The windows.
See, right here, you could de-escalate that real quick. Hey, Henrietta, this is going to go a lot smoother if you lose that fucking attitude. Because if you don't, you're going to be in cuffs in the backseat of my patrol car. I don't have anything to charge her with. I'm just saying what I would say. I can't arrest her. She hadn't done anything to be arrested for, right? You guys know that, but she doesn't. You're going to be in the backseat of my patrol unit in cuffs. So lose the fucking attitude and give me your driver's license. Any more of that bullshit, no more discussion. You're going to jail. Of course, I can't take her to jail. She hasn't done anything. But they don't know that shit. I've used that scare tactic many a time, and it works every time.
Well, that one goes down.
insurance.
License.
Okay, I have a license. My
ID, sir.
Military seatbelt for military on base was able to use it as cause, but not civilians on the highway.
I saw you drive up here.
Eternal, I think it's mainly for the safety of the officers. Yeah, that's what it is.
Because I was in the drive-thru and then I parked for a second and then
Hey, I'm not gonna have the argument with you.
Police brutality.
Not police brutality. Yo.
I don't have an idea.
Well, therapy, therapy said on Kick, are those cigarette burns or cuttings on her leg? She is a mental health patient. I had no desire to focus on her legs until you said something, therapy. Thank you for that mental vision. And I've seen better legs on a coffee table, I might add. So, thanks. I'm going to have night terrors now.
For what reason?
You don't have your seatbelt on. Do you not have a license?
Another seatbelt bullshit?
Call a sergeant now. Sergeant now. Call a sergeant.
I'll be like, clearly, you've been misinformed. Our sergeant, he's probably at Waffle House, and he will not be disturbed.
Now.
What is your name?
Thank you.
Y'all pull me over for my windows. Y'all don't need to talk to no.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, she's getting a ticket. Whatever I can find, I'm going to write her a ticket because of her freaking attitude. Had she just been cool, it had been a warning and she'd have been on her way. See the difference?
He doesn't have a seatbelt on.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, people don't understand that the sergeant and the lieutenant, they went through the same police academy that I went through. I have the exact same powers, arrest powers, as they do. But they want me to call them. I don't need the sergeant or lieutenant on my scene for me to be able to do my job.
9/26/23. Okay. Are you the registered owner?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see that when you're in the.
Okay.
See, the officer didn't take control of the scene. He doesn't have control. She does. Like I said, I would have said, you're going to lose the fucking attitude or you're going to be in cuffs in the backseat of my patrol unit. Do you understand, little girl? De-escalated. And I have control of the scene now. Now, if she wants to be disorderly, that's okay by me.
You have a note.
If she jumps out and says, fuck you, you're not the... Oh, hold on just a minute. Little Cinderella, you're now under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Notepad if you ain't got an ID on.
Correct. Therapy. Go to the station and fill out a complaint card if you want to complain on an officer. Because those go straight from the box, straight into the garbage can.
Vehicle anytime on a lawful traffic stop. Pennsylvania versus Mims, U.S. Supreme Court. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Hey,
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
We'll call them. Hey, I need you out of the car.
You don't get to demand when we do things.
See what I'm saying? This officer that we're seeing his pen and his pad, he is the initiating officer. Okay? Little Billy back here needs to shut the fuck up. It's not his scene. It's not his call. It's not his traffic stop. Shut up. You just stand there and be the statue. But he's running his mouth. So now you got two people giving this girl orders. That escalates the scene. Crazy.
Step out of the vehicle.
What are you going to do when she goes to roll up the window, dumbass? Never do that.
Because I'm ordering you out of the vehicle. Now, you can make this easy or hard.
Here's the deal.
The U.S. Supreme Court says you do.
So now he's going to bring up the U.S. Supreme Court so he can do his job. This is just insane how law enforcement has just went to shit. And until we get rid of these lawsuits and the liberal pieces of shit running the departments, we don't have law enforcement in the United States. Every department across the United States has to have immunity from lawsuits. Period.
The U.S. Supreme Court says you do. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Oh, here we go. Now he's quoting the United States Supreme Court. So he can have the power to do his job.
We got one. He's refusing to get out of the car.
Get out of the car now.
Making 28. Being charged for 78. We got a pass line. Refusing to get out of the car.
We're gonna break this window if you don't open the door.
Hey, don't touch me.
Now he's got a big ass can of pepper spray on his right side on his little Batman belt. Just spray the inside of the car. She will come out.
Get out of the car.
You're touching
Don't
me.
reach.
Ow, that is, ow, ow, you have a body cam on. Ow, 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 ow.
Hey,
ow,
watch his hands.
Is he saying ow? Like a little second grade? Ow! Somebody stepped on his hand in the sandbox. Wow. I would not knock on the window. I would break the window. Because I wouldn't have to, ladies and gentlemen, if they would just listen to me. I've been in these situations. Pepper spray gets them out of that car every time.
The Supreme Court says you do.
No, it does not.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a weak, spineless, coward piece of shit officer that has to keep bringing up the Supreme Court. He wants authority backing him up to prove to her he has the authority to do what he's doing. You don't need to bring up the United States Supreme Court to do your job. Get the fuck out of the car. I don't have to give her a reason. I don't have to tell her why I'm telling you because I said so. It's a lawful order. Get out of the car. Oh, United States Supreme Court said that I can tell you that. As long as I don't raise my voice. The fuck?
I'm gonna break the window.
I'm gonna break your
Open the door.
I do not have to.
Don't pull me over from the window.
Hey, hey.
Get on your face. What are you doing?
Ow, you stupid!
Turn around. On your stomach.
No.
You don't hit me in my face. I'm pressing charges.
Do whatever you want when we're done.
Give me my phone, please.
Oh, Sergeant.
Make it 28. We can get 2 cages.
Follow Sergeant.
Roll over on your side so you can breathe.
We got one male, one female.
They got a felony warrant on her, Eternal. Jenny Craig? Oh, it's a felony warrant. Absolutely.
Roll over on my side, I'm on my back. I'm telling you to roll over on your side.
Get a good pat down. Make sure
I don't have anything on me.
That's fine. I gotta double check. What's your name?
Well, since I don't know you and all.
You're pulling my pants down, dude.
Yeah, I'm searching.
No, come on, dude. You have a right. Yeah. You just pulled my out.
Yeah. Absolutely, Slick Dick. Now shut the hell up.
Bro, you can see right. You can see my underwear. Right.
Yes, I can search you.
Yeah, gotta make sure there's no baggies full of rock cocaine and a razor. I mean, I found all kind of shit in a man's underwear.
Pull my boxers down?
Yep, we can do it.
I'm not going nowhere.
I don't know how far away our cage is.
Did you hear that? I ain't going nowhere. Like it's his choice. Oh, I know you're not going nowhere. I'll make sure you're not going anywhere.
That's all right. Tell him to come now. Can you put my hood up, please?
I am not your fashion designer, Slick Dick. Just stand there and shut up.
I don't, look, you got me out here at McDonald's. We were literally just right there. It's all on camera.
Yep.
I'm my mama. And can you call a sergeant? Can you sergeant?
We'll be going to jail. You can talk to him now.
Why, for what?
For resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest? Why was I under arrest?
You see what the officer just did? He walked through and escalated it. He didn't have to say shit unless he wants to say something smart to him. But I'm not telling, oh, you're going to jail for this and this and this. And now we're going to hold court right there in McDonald's parking lot. I'm not doing it. Hey, Buckwheat, how about you just shut the fuck up? That's what I'd have said.
You're obstructing.
How?
Because you wouldn't get out of the car. You,
See,
identify yourself.
You told me to roll down the window. I rolled down the window. Then y'all started reaching in. Can you call a sergeant now?
Can you believe that a law enforcement officer that looks like he's in the 8th grade is actually going to stand there in uniform and argue with a suspect?
I have to
know. You're talking at the jail. You're welcome to.
I tell you what, Texas, I'm going to tell you right now, if this little 8th grader over here with a badge, if he comes around and sticks his tongue out at this guy, at this suspect, I'm going to lose it. That's it. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to go out there and do a timeout on my deck. If he sticks his tongue out at him and does one of those things, it's over.
Hey, it's all on camera. Y'all just refuse the sergeant on scene. I have the right to a sergeant on scene.
No, you don't.
Talk to him as soon as you
Where did you hear that shit?
Why do I have to go
He's
to
been
jail?
watching too many
Because you're under
YouTube
arrest and you're
videos.
going to jail.
For what?
This could have been so simple.
Bro,
man.
I
All
rolled
you
down the
gotta do
window. You guys barged in the window trying to tell me you're going to break the window and start pushing it down. Can I get my shoes?
See, that's how stupid criminal. They actually believe that it's their right to have a supervisor on scene. No, it's not. And it makes me cringe every time some social worker piece of shit with a badge calls the supervisor to the scene because the suspect asked him to or told him to. I'd be like, no. Just pretend that I'm the supervisor.
Like, y'all got me out here in no shoes, bro. Y'all can get on.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you run inside and get a manager and ask them for the camera footage, please?
We got really good cameras, buddy.
So you saw us go around. There's a witness. I need her statement. Y'all done spotted me down I don't know how many times, bro.
Well, you do need a seatbelt. You didn't have your seatbelt on in the car, so we're going to put it on in this car.
And to let everybody know, when we go live bounty hunting, we don't have seatbelts in the back seat. If I had seatbelts in my back seat, that would totally screw up my screen test. So we removed them with a knife. We don't have them. We don't need them. I never used them. In 17 years, I never put a seatbelt on a suspect, ever.
Can I get a sergeant?
Like I said, you could talk to him when you get to the jail.
What am I going to jail for?
Resisting, obstructing.
How did I resist? I rolled down the window.
When the police say...
See, when they ask that, You don't tell them what they're getting. Just say POP. You're POP, and that's a felony, buddy. POP. What's that? Pissing off the police. Slam. That's it. You know, I'm not going to his charges. I assure you the judge, when he's in court, will read him in detail every charge that he was charged with. Before he cops a plea, he'll know.
Identify yourself.
I do not have to. By
Yes,
Illinois
you
State
do.
Constitution.
Yes, you do. You
by
need
the
to go
federal
back- you need to-
Constitution. I do
the
not have to
federal
identify.
Constitution.
Yes, I do not have to disclose any information.
When you're breaking the law, you
We didn't
have
break
right
the law. We
you
just-
didn't have a seatbelt on.
I didn't get a second to even move, bro. As
Lost
soon as
one
we
of the
pulled,
greatest
pulled
today.
out of the parking spot, you guys hit the
What? Really, Pete Rose? Holy shit. Pete Rose was with the Red Sox. Yeah, the Red Sox. You know, back in the 80s, Pete Rose got wrapped up into a gambling ring where he was throwing the game or something. Does anybody beside me remember that? I think it was in the 80s, 88, 89, somewhere around there. But yeah, it was a huge scandal about the margin, the spread. I forgot the details. It's been years ago, but yeah, he was wrapped up in a lot of crazy shit. He never bet. Yeah, that's true. He never bet against his own team. Just had to come here and be a cool kid. Yeah. I don't remember the details, Miss Susan. I just when I saw the name Pete Rose, I remembered the scandal that went on. And he was charged with something, too, and suspended out of the MLB for a year or 6 months or something like that.
We went around the first time. We went around in the drive-thru trying to order McChicken. I was on the phone and they couldn't hear us.
No, not a McChicken. Oh, my God, a
Yes, it
McChicken?
is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro. It's literally choking me. I have heart problems.
It's not.
Seatbelt.
You talking? You've got 8 inches in
tight as
between.
hell.
You got 8 inches in between the back of you
I got
and the
cuffs
front.
on, dude. How do you expect me to sit back and I got cuffs?
I just don't want that on a body cam. Me talking about 8 inches. I just wouldn't do it. It's just not a good thing because other officers can misconstrue exactly what I was saying and just take the clip of the 8 inches. You've got 8 inches that I'm saying to the suspect. And I would have dildos, vibrators, all kind of shit filled up in my locker. I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you what would happen. I'm not saying 8 inches in the line of duty to a suspect. Oh, yeah, you got 8 inches. Not going to happen. Just saying. No.
Mercy.
Not a good plan at all there, Therapy.
Yeah. I'd go ahead and run your dog on it while we got it.
Nowadays, that shit, they would trim that shit out and put it on TikTok. Me talking about this man's 8 inches.
Everybody out. Because this is going to get
Oh,
towed.
God,
She
I
going to
didn't
jail,
miss
too.
her voice.
After securing Candace's boyfriend, officers redirect their focus back to Candace.
But see, can I just say, having 5 police officers on the scene, they couldn't multitask that while I was busy with buckwheat. They couldn't get Henrietta in the cuffs and put her in the backseat of a patrol unit. So when I'm done with buckwheat, everything's done and we can transport. I'm just not believing. Why do we have 5 officers on scene then?
My cat is in the backseat. Please get her.
She's exactly where they left her. Wow. And this fucktard acting like he don't. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm just standing here. I'm just holding down the concrete.
Yeah.
You have to come get me.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, we're gonna get your
Finally.
feet underneath them. You ready?
You want me to get her
1,
off
2,
the
3.
ground? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Come right back
So
here.
unorganized and so unprofessional.
Stay right there. Are you on any kind of medication or drugs or anything?
No, I'm pregnant! And y'all just
Oh my God, they let this girl breed?
did that to me!
You know how easy this could be if you just would have unlocked the door?
I did!
And did exactly what they told you to do?
Pulled me over for no reason. I just pulled out
See
the
those
parking
tinted
lot.
windows? They're entirely too dark to be driving with.
Can you please get the hair out my face? It's all in my
I'm not gonna
No.
do that because you just.
I'm not their fashion designer. See how they're always like, can you get this? Can you get my shoes? No. I guess you should have had shoes on when you got arrested. Because you're not getting any shoes unless mama brings them to the jail.
Spit all over your hair.
Can I have my dad come do it? Like,
Just relax.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not be concerned. She's used to choking like that. When she's bobbing for apples with buckwheat, I'm sure at 2 o'clock in the morning she's doing the exact same thing. I don't know this, don't want to know this, but I'm sure it happens.
Dad! This is so weird, dude! Can you untighten this? He made it tighter!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God!
But see, nowadays, Texas and Eternal, I'm sure nowadays with these liberal departments, if he said, when he said the 8 inches and the next day he had some dildos in his locker and shit that were 8 and 9 and 10 inches, I'm sure the officers that put it in his locker would get suspended because they hurt his feelings. So, yeah, they probably get suspended for 2 weeks without pay for hurting another officer's feelings. Yeah.
I'm getting a lawsuit out of y'all. I hate all of you.
I'd be like, bitch, you can't spell lawsuit. Shut up.
You're not on any kind of medication or drugs or anything?
No, does it look like it?
It really does.
Yep.
Like
It exactly looks that way.
Over for no reason. I was in the parking lot. I was literally in the parking lot.
Do you know why?
Now, see, the officer needs to take control of the scene. I would tell her, hey, Goldilocks, listen to me. You yell like that one more goddamn time, and I'm going to throw you in the backseat of that patrol unit and charge you with disorderly conduct on top of the other charges. Do it again and see what happens. You just stand there and keep your mouth shut. Of course, I don't know why she's standing there. Why don't they escort her to the backseat of the patrol unit and let her have a conversation with herself? Her standing there, there's no reason for that. Absolutely no. I would never do that. Just let them just stand there and run their fucking mouth when you can easily walk them down to that black patrol unit, that SUV down there, and put her in the backseat of the patrol unit, shut the door. Now you can't hear her.
You got pulled over.
Cause it's hit, but y'all said I was driving. I wasn't even driving, bro. I was in the parking lot.
How did your car get here?
McDonald's camera.
The officer's going to argue with Goldilocks. Maybe because she's pregnant and all. She's the first one in 22 years that's been pregnant. So it's a major event.
Proves it.
How did your car get here? Did you drive it here?
Okay, so where'd y'all come from? Because I was sitting in the parking lot.
Well, the car didn't just mysteriously appear in the parking lot.
You're getting
right?
sued.
That's fine. Feel free, but your car just doesn't magically appear in the parking
Y'all
lot.
are getting sued.
Somebody
I don't
has
get
to drive it.
Is it just me, or can everybody see who has control of this scene?
Y'all are getting sued. That was illegal. Y'all know it. I'm going to get McDonald's video. Y'all know it was illegal.
You can have this one too.
I don't give a about your body cam. You wasn't the one that pulled me over, so you're irrelevant. Bro, y'all is some.
You ever heard the saying, talk the talk, but walk the walk? Me and my son Rex, and again, I did not name him that. That's his nickname. When we start bounty hunting, all the bullshit I've told you on these streams, that I wouldn't do that, and we're going to transport, and we're not going to stand there and outside the door and just chit chat with this fucker, and I wouldn't have her standing there. I would put her, all that shit that I'm totally against. It's heartwarming to me to know that I'm going to be able to prove it to everybody. Because the talk that I talk, I can walk the walk. I did this shit for 17 years. I don't make up anything. I don't exaggerate anything that I'm telling you. We don't do this shit. As soon as she got in the cuffs, and you'll see, I'll prove it to you, we put him in the backseat of the patrol unit. We don't sit there and argue with them and talk to them and, oh, where are you? Why were you dodging me? Why were you hiding from me? I don't give a shit. You're in cuffs. You're going to jail. That's it. So, yeah, I talk the talk. And come November 23rd and beyond, I'm going to walk the walk. And that's heartwarming to me. To finally, everything I've told you guys on the stream, like I wouldn't do it. Why is he doing that shit? He's a social worker. If I do this shit, my new name should be Social Worker Night Cop. Because it will never happen. I don't have the patience for this bullshit.
Literally. And why is you going through my car? Did you have a reason to search it? No, you didn't.
Yeah. Hit on the car.
Hit what?
I'd have people say, hey man, after we struggle with them, right? No shit. We'll struggle with them. They're resisting arrest. We get them in the cuffs, me and my sergeant. Because usually there was only 2 at the scene. We didn't need half the force at our scene just to lock up one person. But they'd be in the back seat, hey man, hey, banging their head against in the open. What the fuck? Hit your head against that window. If you break it, wait man, can I smoke a cigarette? Oh, you want a cigarette? Okay, here. Hold on. There's your cigarette. Slam the door. We do not play with criminals, period. I don't have a conversation with them. Now, if they're cool with us, I've told you guys, I promise you, if they go along peacefully, here, you got me. No, get down on your knees. Because just turning around, they could swing around on me and hit me. I always put them on their knees. If they're cooperative. If not, they're going on their stomach. I cuff them, I lift them up, take them to the car. If they want to smoke a cigarette on the way to jail, hey Rex, pull in this Piggly Wiggly parking lot. Let him have a cigarette, man. Hey man, you been cool with us? We're going to be cool with you, okay? Hey, there's a KFC right next door. You want anything before we get you to jail? The food, because I'm not a cop anymore. I'm just a bounty hunter. I'm not a police officer. I get to do whatever I want. Within the law, of course. But I would definitely get him something to eat if he was cool with us. If we have to struggle with him, oh, no. There's no kid gloves. He's fucked. He's going to jail. That's it. I don't give a shit if he's thirsty. I don't give a shit if he's got a headache. I don't care. And you'll be able to see Night Cop and Rex walk the walk. Write what I tell you down so you can hold me to it. Because it's just my second nature to treat these pieces of shit like I do. I don't even have to think about it. Hey, shut the fuck up. Get in the car.
Alerted to the odor.
There's a cat in there?
No. If he ain't got the money for a Big Mac, he ain't getting one. That ain't happening. I ain't buying him shit.
It doesn't hit on cats. It hits on drug odor.
Okay, so
now we will have a pack of Marlboro Reds and a pack of Newports in the glove box in case he does want to smoke a cigarette and he doesn't have his cigarettes with him.
Weed roaches that are in the ashtray. What you gonna do about that?
Maybe.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Well,
Now, just using God-gifted common sense, somebody tell me what's the reason, a good reason, why he would just leave her standing there running her mouth when he could just as simple walk her to the patrol unit, put her in the back seat, and close the door. That's what we do. You leave her out here, and the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to escalate.
You're not supposed to have them in there. It's supposed to be in an odor-proof container.
Well, it's in an ashtray, so suck my...
Yeah, exactly, Jordan.
I'm not gonna.
But you got to remember, the people we're going after as bounty hunters, they're human beings. I wish we could, but we're not going to go after 250,000, 300,000 bonds that's wanted for murder and shit. You got to, as a bounty hunter, you got to prove yourself before you're even looked at for those kind of bounties, right? So the people we're going to be going after is going to be like, oh, they didn't show up for court for the DUI. Oh, they had an aggravated assault and they didn't show up for court. Oh shit, look, he had a disorderly conduct and a drug charges and he didn't show up for court. Those are the people we're going after. And if they're cool with us, we'll treat them with the utmost respect.
Gonna do that.
Suck your own.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Dad!
Mickey D's. Hell yeah, buddy, if you got the money, just keep your McDonald's membership card on you, man, and we'll go through the drive-thru. Just Texas, don't be ordering some crazy shit like, oh, hey, Night Cop, can you tell them don't put salt on those fries? And I don't want any pickles. What? Ah, damn, we're not at Applebee's, man. This is McDonald's. Shut up. Boomer! I say Boomer because one of our canine units, the dog was named Boomer. Oh, see, Texas, you're already trying to bribe us. That's not a good way to start out this relationship, man. You're not going to be able to bribe me with a fucking Big Mac. Now, some chicken McNuggets with the sweet mustard. No, yeah, okay, now we're talking.
While officers search the vehicle, Candace's dad approaches the scene to help officers put...
You see what's going on here? Her dad has showed up at the scene. Had they done it the correct way, cuff them, stuff them, transport, Dad would have to come to the jail and talk to the jailer or the dispatch to find out what's going on. No, now he's at the scene.
His daughter at ease.
Dad, can you get the hair out my
Hey,
face?
1961.
Can you get the hair out my face, please?
Okay, but you...
And Daddy's not coming into my scene. He's not touching her. You stay way over there, Daddy-O. No way. That is crazy. This proves my point that the officers do not have control of this scene.
You need to calm down. Yelling at them, they're going to get you.
My nose ring.
Yep, they're going to get you for obstruction of justice and resisting.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, Jordan. But see, you've always got to take into consideration, and I don't know about bounty hunting, okay? I'm new to bounty hunting. But as a police officer, when somebody starts rolling on somebody else, you have to, number one, do you know this person? How credible of their statements? How true is it? Can you trust them? Or are they sending you into an ambush? You know, what's the deal? So you can't just say, oh, yeah, really? Oh, you know where Mac Daddy is? Oh, shit, we've been looking for him for a month. Oh, he's over. Okay, we're going there now. You just got to, there's a lot to take into consideration before you jump.
It's because they asked you to get out.
But yes, if they want to roll on something, it's not going to help them, though. We're not in a position to make deals with him. He jumped bail. We take him back into custody and take him back to jail. That's it. And let the bondman and him work it out. We can't make deals. Okay, if you tell me, I'll let you go. Because we got to get him anyway, because he jumped bail. And the judge wants him back in custody too because he missed court. So, yeah, we don't have any, we can't wheel and deal with these people.
You need to calm down. All right, let's go over this way.
Yeah, exactly, Eternal. Hey, you got yourself into this shit, you get yourself out.
I'll come get you, but you gotta just chill out.
Why is this illegal, bro? Y'all just pulled me over illegally.
Okay. I'll just have her hang out here until she can get searched by whoever's coming. You want to stand by with her? I'll help you.
Sounds like Dad said they have no contact or violation of bail.
You see what these officers are doing? I can tell you in a nutshell what they're doing. They're doing jack and shit. That's what they're doing.
Two of them? Between the two of them, that's probably why they want to.
Right, because I haven't identified the male yet either.
Is that him?
This is insane.
Probably.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's him.
Is that him?
Is there a
Davis is
6th one there
arrested and
too?
charged with 2 counts of obstructing an officer and driving on suspended license. She pleaded guilty for driving on suspended license and received a fine. The other 2 charges are dismissed after she posted bond. Now we're staying in Illinois, but heading a few counties away to Georgia.
So all that bullshit over a driving on suspended license charge. What the shit? Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, had that been my stop, it'd have been done over with in about 15 minutes. And most of that time would be standing there waiting on the wrecker to show up to impound that vehicle. She'd have been transported. Everything would have been done in about 15 minutes.
Joliet. That's where, as a joke, a man pulls a fire alarm in the middle of the afternoon at a Super 8, but motel employees don't laugh along. Instead, they decide to call 911. Police arrive to find 29-year-old Jordan McGrath locked inside his car, conveniently right outside the lobby.
Now, you see that big-ass truck? I mean, I know all of us have common sense. So common sense would tell you it takes a lot of diesel to run that big-ass truck. A waste of resources most of the time. Calling them to a scene that's not needed.
What's going on, man? What?
See, this is the time you take control of the scene. Hey, buddy, roll your window all the way down or I'll break it. It's up to you. Roll it all the way down for your safety and mine. That's it. You take control of the scene. If he doesn't, you break the fucking window. Snatch his ass out of the driver's seat, put him on the ground, cuff him, stand him up. Then you have control of the scene. Then you do your investigation.
Here, step outside the vehicle so I can talk to you. Look, man, step out.
We got disorderly conduct.
Correct, Todd.
He pulled the alarm.
Yeah.
Disorderly conduct. We're gonna arrest him in a minute. Did you see him do it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, he pulled a fire alarm. Yeah, that's just a misdemeanor. But he's getting his ass arrested. So there would be no, hey, step out of the car so I can talk to you. Roll down your window. And I'd break the window.
He pulled this alarm right here. We just reset this one.
Did you observe the guy pull the alarm? We're gonna address it that way.
Now let's see if they're gonna, oh shit, there's trouble. So we need 3 officers to arrest one guy. But anyway, watch how they baby this guy. I'm sure they're not gonna break the window and yank his ass out of the driver's seat.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Open the door, I'm breaking your window. You understand? All right.
Hey, open the door. Talk with us. Talk with us.
Yeah, no shit. 12 years old.
We just want to talk to you, man. Don't make us break your window, because he'll do it.
We just want to talk to you. No. He says that after he said, you're under arrest. Oh, but now we just want to talk to you. How stupid. Did they hear the bullshit that they...
Just come outside and let me talk to you. Hey, come on.
Knocking on the window's not gonna help. Save the skin on your knuckle.
Subject is refusing to exit his vehicle. He's committed to further conduct and has been advised he's under arrest. I'm breaking the window. Happy, William, happy.
Here, let me help him out. I want to wear my new gloves.
Sorry, show me where.
Let's go, buddy. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you, man.
You don't want to get out, huh?
Yeah. I'm asking William off. Don't ask me to wait for him.
I gotta wear these things. I gotta break them in.
Yeah, Mike, if he's not going anywhere, hold on, see if I can talk to him.
I'm ready. Of course, I don't know why he needs gloves to break the window. I wouldn't put gloves on to break the window.
What's your name, bud? Hey.
Sure, I always find them all. What hotel? Super 8. Temple.
Well, we're just going to take control of that. Okay. Control the car after we issue some parking tickets. But yeah, that's what we have to do. He might be 96. Michelle Bannis dealt with him earlier.
Yeah.
But either way, he's got to go.
Okay.
He can't do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Regardless of his theories.
You guys waiting for a sergeant or what do you do?
Yeah.
Car's coming.
Yeah.
If you could just block him in, I don't want to try and move.
I need you to step out of your vehicle. Or whatever your name is. I need to speak with you. You need to exit the vehicle. Okay, but that's what I'm trying to do, man. If you walk out, we don't gotta break your window, right? I can't hear you. All right. I can't. That's why I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle.
You do not need a sergeant on scene.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct, so you need to exit your vehicle.
Wait a minute ago,
Yes,
he said he just wanted to talk to him.
You do not get to determine that. You pulled the fire alarm. Yes, you did.
He knows what he did. I don't need to sit there and explain it to him. My job at this point as a police officer is to put him in cuffs and charge him. Take him to jail. Not to explain to him or talk all nice to him, talking about we're going to make some s'mores and have a little campfire in the parking lot. And, just get him into custody as quickly as possible.
Jordan, do you really want us to break this window? Jordan.
Oh my God, how long are we going to talk about breaking the window before we finally do it?
I can't hear you. A little bit.
I'm going to issue him a $500 handicap.
Now see, you see the crack in the window? You don't really have to break the window. What do you think I would do? See the crack? About that much of a crack in the window. That's all I need. And I don't have to break the window. He will gladly open the door and roll out.
I'm going to tow his car. Or he can just get off the counter.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan! Correct.
This is Jordan. He's not a guest of the hotel. He was yesterday.
Now, I'm saying the easiest way, without a lot of effort, without destroying any property, the easiest way would be to approach this vehicle, just walk up, just like the camera is, where my body's almost against the passenger back door. And you just lean in and go, shh. And he will, within a minute, open that door and roll out. And we got him into custody. I didn't have to break the window. I didn't have to put a new mark on my mag light, no scratches. I promise you, he'd roll out. Been there, done that.
And he pulled the alarm for some reason.
Jordan, can I talk to you?
So they brought the fucking supervisor, really. Now let's see, because the supervisor's on the scene, if he can do anything better than the officers. I very seriously doubt it. He's not comfortable being away from his desk.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, what is your name? I'm sorry? I am Sergeant Fanning with the Joliet Police Department. I need to speak to you. So, what's your name? I just told you, it's Sergeant Vandergrift. Eric? All right, Eric, I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Let's see the benefit of having the big badass sergeant show up at the scene.
Well, here's what's going to happen. I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Well, yeah, you are. Did you pull the fire alarm? Well, they're saying you did.
In front of witnesses.
Why are you going to ask a yes or no question? You're not there to determine guilt or innocent or not. This is not the court of law. We have a report. You pulled the fire alarm. That's all I need. I've got witnesses inside that says you pulled the fire alarm. The fire alarm was pulled because the fire department showed up. I don't have to say any of that. I don't care. My job right now is to get him out of the car. And I already told you how I would do that.
It's on video that you did. So this is what's going to happen. Yes. You're under arrest. So this is what's going to happen. You either get step out of the vehicle, or the officer over there is going to break the window, and then I'm going to arrest you. So, well, you call your lawyer then. Call him.
CDM Fleming Heating and Cooling 467 Ruby, 467 Ruby for an activated burglar alarm. Point of activation is General.
I can already tell this fucker's going to start beating the middle of that window. When you're going to break a window, ladies and gentlemen, you do not extend your ass baton. You pull your ass baton in that metal tip. You hit right where that outside rear view mirror is. There's a sweet spot right there, and you hit it. And that whole window will shatter. Because it's tempered glass. But no. Fucktard's gonna beat the middle of the window. I can tell he's got his ass baton extended. It is so hard for me to sit here and watch social workers wearing a badge trying to do the job that I did. Holy shit! I take it back. He's Johnny on the spot. One hit. That was pretty cool.
Pop the door.
Damn. Hercules! Hercules! I didn't expect that.
Come on out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. Yeah, I know. Come on. Come on. Get out of the car. No crap,
Yeah, you can tell the sergeant being on the scene was so much better.
Come on out of the car, dude. I've got your shirt.
All right. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
Put him on his stomach. Yeah, don't worry about if he gets hurt.
Okay, who's got the cuffs? Mike? Who?
3534.
I don't know who you're talking about. All right, well, let's turn around on your side.
You took my phone?
We'll get it back to you.
All right, because you can't record.
3534. Let's get him in a
What are you talking about, a sergeant with a back?
You got your zip ties? Because last time it was zip ties.
Damn, getting bombarded with phone calls.
You know favors, you're not doing me.
What do you mean a sergeant with a backbone?
You broke my car.
He shouldn't even been there.
You said a minute. You gave me a minute. That was less than a minute. Believe me, it's all going before the judge. From the start, dude. This video. You don't see all the TV cameras on your face right now?
It is on TV. Well, you are now under arrest for a class 4 felony for pulling the firearm. Yes.
Oh, it's a felony there.
Yes.
Okay. I guess it depends on the state that you pull the fire alarm in, if it's a misdemeanor or a felony.
I'm getting a video on your side, inside. They recorded him dumping the video. Okay. I'll tow the car.
He didn't bust the window eternal. The other officer on the other side broke the window.
420. Yeah? This is illegal.
Alright. Oh, bro. You weren't walking.
Never ever lay them down like that. If you're having to drag them and your arm gives out, you just let them go. I'm not shitting. I'm not gonna lay them down easy. I'm just gonna let them go. Fuck, my arm's hurting. Holy shit, let me rest for a minute. Man, is that your blood on the concrete? See that butt indent? Yeah, some fat ass has been sitting in there.
Alvarado got my phone. Alvarado, like the avocado, bro. It's in your pocket. That's against
See,
the
I'd
law.
have took those sunglasses off the minute I pulled him out of the car. But yet he's still wearing the sunglasses. Stupid shit, man.
Right. Juliet Fire Department, please help! Help! Hey! No, I didn't do anything. I'm Eric.
DC, I'm tracking. Copy that. Lincoln all channel 3.
I'm not resisting. Hello, Eric. You're very cute today. Right, you want to grab my too, bro? Sure. This is illegal!
Yep, 53 more days.
Help! They're stealing my money and my phone! Alvarado 420! Help! Quit grabbing my Right, answer my phone! Would it be 401? Right, why is my phone recording? Is your dash cam recording? Get off my stomach, that hurts. Sit down. Don't hurt me. I'm not hurting.
Don't give a shit. Don't care if you're hurt.
You're towing the vehicle, right? Yeah. West Cover's gonna be around the
Of course we're towing the vehicle, idiot.
I will get the video.
What a stupid ass question. We're towing the vehicle, right? Yeah.
I think he's just making a scene. Not, yeah, he's throwing up. Or just spitting. Yeah, he threw up. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Call the ambulance back and transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big badass sergeant really helped. Not. I would never call a sergeant or a lieutenant to my scene because a suspect told me to.
Just tow it pursuant to the arrest. I'll have him clean up the broken glass too. Nick, just stay by him.
We're calling the name of transporting them.
Yeah, transport.
Fine. I'll get the video and I'll do the tow sheet.
When I hit the thing,
I think it was a good call going there. Yeah. Just keep an eye on him. Yeah.
I'm just gonna skip ahead. I don't give a fuck what these social workers are doing.
Arrest Jordan, but when EMS arrived to
Oh
provide
my
medical
God.
attention, he
So we called EMS. Can somebody please explain to me why EMS is on the scene? Ladies and gentlemen, some people think it's no big deal, but this is taxpayer dollars being just flushed down the toilet. Wow.
I had my bruise.
Yeah, we'll get it for you.
Are you still my one? You're squeezing in court. Especially when you grab my. That's why I grabbed your.
Does he look like he's in a life-threatening ordeal? He looks fine to me. I don't care if he has a tummy ache in his head, or vice versa. I'm not calling EMT.
That's what Trump said.
We're just trying to see medically what's going on, okay?
I don't.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
Right, to the left is illegal, sir. That's why.
I'm just skipping ahead. This is, oh my God, this is long.
Here, just.
One count of false fire alarm, disorderly conduct, and resisting a police officer. He accepted a plea deal and pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct. The rest of the charges were dropped by prosecutors. Jordan is sentenced to 4 days in jail, 24 months of probation, and 30 hours of community service. We end today's episode of After Hours with a routine traffic stop in Dardanelle, Arkansas. An officer pulls over a vehicle with an expired license plate to the shoulder.
Did you hear what he said? It's called Darnell, Arkansas. It's just outside Russellville. It's called Dardanelle. This is where John Daly is from. You know, he won the PGA Tour back in, what, 91, 92. John Daly. He was a big PGA golfer. But this is where he's from, Dardanelle. What did this guy call it?
Expired license plate to the shoulder of the road. Disorderly conduct. The rest of the charges were dropped by prosecutors.
Yeah, we know.
Jordan is sentenced to 4 days in jail,
What did he
24 months
say?
of probation, and 30 hours of community service. We end today's episode of After Hours with a routine traffic stop in Dardanelle, Arkansas.
Dardanelle. It's Darnell, not Dardanelle.
An officer pulls over a vehicle with an expired license plate to the shoulder of the road near a large open field.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
You guys see that? I can tell you right now, this guy knows what he's doing. Absolutely. Just by the way he... Hold on, let me move forward just a little bit. Watch how he approaches the vehicle. Watch where his right hand goes on the
Expired license
approach.
plate to the shoulder of the road near
Right
a large open
here.
field.
How y'all doing?
Do you see him touch the vehicle? What that's for is we put our fingerprints on that vehicle. Let's say I did a 1038 on this vehicle and I mixed up the X and the G and I said, you know, Golf X-ray Kilo instead of X-ray Golf Kilo. I messed it up and I forgot to give the description of the vehicle and I walk up there and I get shot. My fingerprints is on that vehicle. So when they say, hey, we were just headed to Walmart, no, we didn't get stopped. My fingerprints are on that vehicle.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You got a driver's license with you?
I have my ID. I do
See,
not have my driver's
now he's touched the top of the car. That's what we do. The back, usually the trunk or the tailgate, whatever. And when we get up there behind the passenger door, we touch the top of the car. So every officer knows, if they want to know this is the vehicle, they fingerprint the back and the top. And they'll find my prints.
The tags are expired on the
Yes,
car.
sir, I know. I do have insurance on it.
Okay. Who's that with?
It's through Progressive.
Okay, Progressive.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll look it up if you'll just give me your ID.
It's in my sister's name.
Okay. I'll just look it up with the VIN number of the car. It'll show. Where y'all heading to today?
The store here.
Oh, the store?
Now, you can also tell this is a good old boy. Where y'all heading to today? Good old boy. I like him already.
Okay.
I ordered a pizza.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dardanelle, Arkansas.
He got ID?
Oh, yeah, he's a veteran.
You got ID? Do you have a driver's license at all? What's your name?
David Roberts.
David Roberts?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Birthday?
Do what?
I can give you my birthday.
What is your birthday?
5/20/72.
Okay. I'll be right back.
While doing a background check, the
Yes,
officer
Dardanelle,
discovers the
Arkansas.
passenger, David Roberts, has multiple
And that is where John Daly's from. Dardanelle, Arkansas.
warrants.
Hey, Mr. Roberts, come back here with me for a second. And Miss Curtis, thank you for telling me who you are this time. Last time you didn't.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. This is a citation for driving.
What the fuck's he running for?
On suspended license, okay?
What the fuck? Did you guys see that? He got out of the car and just, what the fuck are you running for, man? Run, little buddy. Watch him.
And Miss Curtis, thank you for telling me who you are this time. Last time you didn't.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. This is a citation for driving on a suspended license, okay?
Yes, and I'm paying on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run, Forrest.
Right here. Why is he running?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Why is he running? The officer feels the same way I do, Jerry. Why is he running? What? This is great.
This is.
I'm trying to remember his name. Shaggy. Yeah. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. What the fuck is Shaggy doing running?
This is a citation for driving on a suspended license, okay?
Yes, and I'm paying on that last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just sit tight right here. Why is he running?
That's what I asked.
Hey, Curtis. What's his name again? Roberts, you're good, bud. No warrant, Roberts.
What are you running for, Robert? Hey! What the fuck?
Oh, jeez. He's good to go.
He's good to go. He just got out and run. What's the officer gonna do? I ain't doing shit. I'm back 10-8. Let him run till his heart's content. I don't know what this officer's doing.
So I've got one running on foot.
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, run, Forrest! I mean, I don't know what, Bam, I don't know why he's running. But you have a good day, drive safe. I get back, 35 station, I'm back 10-8. I ain't going after him. It ain't illegal to run. Wow. Yeah, he legally exited the vehicle. Look. Damn, Shaggy can move. Look at this idiot. Fuck, you got me.
I'm not going nowhere. Dude, you just messed up, dude. I'm sorry. You just messed up. You know what I was going to do? Look at me. No, I want you to look at me. You know what I was going to do? I was going to have you drive her car. Because you got a valid license, bro. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Are you not David Roberts?
Yes, I am, but I ain't got a driver's license.
Yeah, you do.
Man, please
don't move for me.
Come on. Dude,
all I was going to have you do
okay, I'm sorry.
was drive her car.
Well, let me tell you this, Twisted Angel, eviction is a civil matter. I mean, there's no law like, okay, this is what we got to go do. Eviction is a civil matter. It's not criminal. We don't get involved in that shit.
Now you're going to jail for fleeing.
Please, man, come on.
Don't you please?
Really? No. How could he charge him with fleeing when he's good to go? I wouldn't even went out there in the field. I'm back 10-8. I already ran him. He's got a valid driver's license. He's good to go. I'm not even going out there. So there's something else to this.
Bro. Dude. No, sir.
Come on.
I was about to cut you all loose, man.
I'm sorry, dude.
I don't care. Give me your hand. I'm about to knock you out, bro.
No, huh?
I will knock you the hell out. Quit.
I will knock you the hell out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have warrants, and it doesn't matter if your license is suspended, he was on the driver's side or the passenger side. It is not illegal for you to go outside and run. He's broken no laws. I can't stand in front of a judge and say, fleeing and attempting to elude, what was the charge? Oh, no, he was good to go, but before I could tell him, he took off running. That's not illegal. Now, if he had warrants, then I'm going after him to arrest him for the warrants, and I'll charge him with the fleeing. Yeah, he does. Looks just like Charles Manson.
Man, please. Nah.
What do you mean? What about yelling at someone? The only time law enforcement gets involved in an eviction if there's violence or disorderly conduct going on, everybody's screaming and yelling at each other. Then they'll call the police department. We go out there and keep the peace. But we don't get involved in evictions. That's all civil.
Drop it. Bet that's meth, ain't it? Sure. How stupid, dude. How stupid.
You couldn't have dropped that while you were running?
Dude, I was gonna let you drive the car. Why would you do that? Because of your warrant out of Russellville? Yeah. Did you hear me hollering at you when you were running around the building? No, sir, I didn't. I said, Robert, stop. I'm not taking you in for your warrant. You kept running like 2 miles an hour. I could have just walked and caught you. That's stupid. It was stupid. I'm sorry, man. It was stupid.
At this point, seriously, I'd just take the fucking cuffs off and say, man, don't do that shit again. Ever. That was stupid. You have a good night. Seriously. I mean, I'm not standing in front of a judge and tell the judge, oh, he wasn't wanted for nothing and he was good to go, but I charged him with flick. I'm not going to do it.
I have a valid license. You were about to drive that car away. I don't see how I have a valid driver's license. I don't see how you do either. You got 2 warrants, but you're valid. So I was going to have you drive the car.
Let him drive the car.
I'm sorry. I am. Now you're going to jail.
Look, this guy, look at him. He needs a break. That's how I would say. He hadn't been violent. He didn't resist me. He didn't struggle with me. He just needs a break. And I would give it to him. Of course, like I said, I wouldn't even went out there. I'm back 10-8.
And I didn't even check on your Pope County warrant. You're in extradition on that? I didn't even check on it. You know why? Because I get off at 4 o'clock. I want to go home. Please.
This man just told the absolute truth. Let it be 5:30 in the morning and see how much we check. Shit. Oh, I don't know if you got a felony warrant. I didn't check. It's 5:30, man. We're getting off in 30 minutes. He told the truth. No shit. You don't want to get into no big shit at 5:30 in the morning when you're getting up at 6.
No, I please won't.
Take the cuffs off.
Friday. I'm off work tomorrow. I get off in 30 minutes. I was trying to go to the house, all right? I was writing her a ticket, gonna let you drive the car so I could go home. How ridiculous. I know, and I'm sorry. Gosh dang. All the damn paperwork I gotta do now. No, you could undo these cuts and I'll walk. I promise I won't fucking never. That's the first time I've ever run. No, you gonna learn today, son. You gonna learn.
No, I'd let him go. I'm just saying, I'd give him a break. Because 6 months from now, you're going to see that guy at a convenience store filling up his tank. And that guy's going to show you the utmost respect. That guy right there might be the guy that pulls over when a suspect is beating your ass and on top of you. He might be the one that pulls over and helps you because you helped him. He hadn't been violent. He hadn't been obnoxious. He hasn't disorderly conduct, nothing. He hadn't cussed at me. He hadn't yelled and screamed. Just, oh, man, I'm sorry. I'd let him go. No shit. He does. Absolutely. Looks like Steve. Let him go, man. Come on.
Man, no. Actually, hang on. I want to take the glasses off. I want to check his pocket for more stuff. Where are they at? Man, try to help people out. This is how y'all treat me.
No, I'm sorry. Like I said,
Where you live at?
Right now, I'm homeless, to be honest with you.
Well, you got a home tonight. What is this?
Yep.
Just a keychain.
It looks stupid. I'm gonna take
It looks
too. I'm throwing
stupid.
it away. You'll never see it again. I'm kidding. It'll be.
What is that? A keychain? I'm throwing it away. You'll never see it again. Of course, we can't do that. I don't know why he's saying that, but you can't. You really can't do that. It's his personal property.
You don't have any needles, do you?
No, sir, I don't.
Gosh, dog. I'm so disappointed in you, Mr.
I'm sorry. I really am. I've never done that. I've never run in my life.
What is that?
I let him go. No
What
way.
is this crystal right here? It's a rock.
Just throw that shit in the field and be done with it. Go home and have your weekend. Damn.
Why do you have a rock?
Somebody give it to me. Girl, give it to me.
That's weird. Throw it away. I don't have an ID or a license. Is that meth down in here too?
See, I'm really wondering, since he said, no, I don't have a license, I'm wondering if he gave him a false name. Because that's a big, they never do that to us. Give us the wrong name. So I'm wondering if his real name is Roberts. Because there's some last names that people give us that throws up a red flag, and Roberts is one of them. Smith, Johnson, Roberts, stuff like that. It throws up a red flag. When they don't have their license or ID and they give us a name and date of birth. Oh, my name's Frank Smith. Red flag comes up. Oh, my name's Robert Johnson. Red flag.
Used to have meth in it, huh? Oh, it's a new baggie? What do you distribute?
No, I do not.
I can just look at this guy. This guy is exhausted from living. The suspect. I think he's earned a break. I really do. I mean, look how far he ran for nothing. He exerted himself for no apparent reason. Let him go.
Background, I never once in my life sold anything.
I tell you who I met. I met James Bond. Therapy. He didn't have a driver's license or an ID. Because I asked him, let me see your driver's license. Man, I don't have it on me. Okay, what's your name and date of birth? He said it just like this, Therapy. He said, Bond. James Bond. I'm like, okay, smart ass. I put his ass in cuffs, put him in the back seat. You're going to jail until I can figure out who you are. No, my name is James Bond. Yeah, okay, shut the fuck up. Get in the car. 3 days later, his prints came back. His name was James Bond. No shit. Had he just said James Bond, I wouldn't have thought much about it, right? But he had to say Bond. James Bond. Anyway.
Sold or stole?
Sold.
Sold? I wasn't even going to search you.
See, here's the thing, though. To let this guy go, it really, what's it going to hurt? It helps everybody. The officer, this is his last day. It's his weekend day. It's probably a Tuesday, but he's off on Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday, whatever. He gets off in 30 minutes. So it's a benefit to the officer to let the guy go. Because this is officer discretion. I want to let you know that right now. It's officer discretion. The suspect is going to appreciate you cutting him a break. And for the rest of that man's life, anytime he sees you, he's going to be like, hey, Officer Patterson. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks again, man. Utmost respect from now on. You don't never know. I might pull over a car with 4 people in it, and he's in there. I'll pull his ass out, man. What's going on? Hey, the guy in the middle's got a gun, man. I just want to let you know. You did me right. I'm going to do you right. The guy in the middle's got a gun. I'm talking from experience. what I just said really happened in real life. If you can cut somebody a break that's not a complete dick, like fuck you and all that, I'm not cutting them a break. But somebody like this gentleman, I'm cutting him a break. Because he knows some criminals that might could hurt me in the future. I'm just saying, it's a positive all the way around. Nothing good's going to come out of charging him because the officer's going to have to be, he'll be an hour and a half late getting home. Minimum. No, it's just all, I wouldn't do it.
Had you not done me that way.
I don't care about the little rock.
Look at the church grass all tore up. Get over here.
I'd throw it in the field. He'd never find it. You've got to have compassion. In law enforcement, when it's time to do so, you have to find your compassion for people. Yeah, he made a split-second decision and did something stupid. I don't care. Well, I let it make sure he knows, man, I'm cutting you a break. I'm doing you a solid. You do me a solid in the future, you understand? Dang it. I wouldn't do it. I'm telling you 100%, no doubt in my mind, I'd let him go. I'd even give him a ride back to the car.
10-4. I've got him 10-15. He's in my car. So no rub. No rub.
I did too, therapy. When he said, hey, you know, you're good. I thought when he pulled in there, he was just going to go across there and say, hey, man, you're good. What are you running for? I need you to drive this car back. Get in the car. I'll take you back over there. That's what I thought he was going to do.
I'm behind the Assembly God Church in Centerville. If you're coming out here, I'm about to leave.
Centerville.
You're about to leave? Yeah, I'm about to leave. I'm 10-15 with him.
Is Terry out there with you?
No, I'm by myself. I'm by myself right now.
Imagine that. A department that can actually arrest somebody without 5 other officers on the scene. Because I'm telling you, it was either me by myself or me and my sergeant, who was a really good friend of mine, Sergeant Reyes. We were like, where you saw him, you saw me. If he went out on a call, I was right behind him. If he did a vehicle stop, I was backing him up, vice versa. We, all night long, we just worked together. It was great. Because a sergeant can float too. The sergeant is always a floater. I was a traffic unit, so I was never assigned to a zone. I was a floater. I could go to zone 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Any zone I wanted to be in, I'm working traffic. If somebody goes out on a call and I'm in that zone, I'm going to go over and back them up. I was the backup unit. Unless everybody else is 10-6, which is busy and less urgent, then I would take a call. Other than that, I didn't take many calls. Yeah, Mutt and Jeff.
Did you catch him or no?
Yeah, I've got him in my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now see, 10-15 for us is armed robbery. No, 10-15 was a burglary. 10-17 is an armed robbery. 10-16 is a domestic violence. So yeah, 10-95 was a prisoner in custody.
Make sure you need my help.
No, I'm done here. We're all done. We're about to go to jail.
Oh, absolutely, Jeffrey.
All right, need my help, man.
All right, 10-4.
David is charged with fleeing on foot and possession of a controlled substance.
See, I really can't understand how. I know you can charge him with it, but you can charge somebody with murder if you want to. Proving it in the court of law is something totally different. I would not stand there in front of the judge and say I was fixing to let him go and let him drive, and then he took off running. That's not illegal. I don't get it. How can he charge him with fleeing? Yes, he ran, but I give up. I don't know.
He pleaded guilty to both charges, and the court imposed a 36-month suspended sentence and $1,085 in fees.
Dang.
Thanks for watching this week's.
No, I would let him go. I would rather have his respect and assistance later on down the road somewhere. These guys hang around with some shady characters. You never know when he's going to come in handy for you. Like I said, in the back seat of that car, hey, the guy in the middle's got a gun. I didn't ask it. He told me. I asked the guy, hey, what's going on, man? He said, I just want to let you know the guy in the middle's got a gun, man. I appreciate that. 35 to 23. 1025 with me at the scene. 1025 means meet with me. So I got Reyes over there. So I had backup. He's on one side, I'm on the other. And we brought the people out of the back seat out of the car with a felony stop. Because I knew one of them had a gun. I didn't know that in the beginning. So if I hadn't have done that guy a solid, like 6-7 months prior, I wouldn't have known there was a gun in the car. So anyway. Hey, Pat, a 1099 here in Kansas is a jailbreak. Correct. 1099 here is a jailbreak. That's one way we did. We had that, I was fixing to say twice. We had that once, and there was 2 prisoners that escaped, but not out of our jail. They escaped at the next Putnam County, which was the next county over. They escaped from that jail, and we were out there. The way they went through the woods, they came into the county that my city seat sat in. So we went out in the woods and found them. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you just survived another Night Cop stream, and in 53 more days from tonight, which will be a Saturday night on November 23rd, me and Rex will be in real life bounty hunting with the GoPro or the Action 4 cameras on our shoulder, and you'll be able to see everything we're doing out there. It's going to be awesome. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be some boring moments where we're just sitting in the car waiting for the guy to show up or something. Or we're just going from this resident to another residence across town looking for him. It's not all action. There's a lot of waiting and a lot of downtime when you're bounty hunting. Not that I've ever bounty hunted, but my son has told me a lot about bounty hunting. So, yep, you survived it, Texas. Thank God you survived it. I wouldn't want anything to get in the way of you getting in your Spider-Man costume for Halloween, Texas. So you survived it. Thank God. And thank you, Country Girl, for that $10 donation. And then somebody else did a $10. It was a super chat. Who did that? Does anybody remember who did the $10 super chat? Oh, Country Girl did the $10 super chat. Thank you, darling. And then somebody else came behind there and did a $10 donation. I don't remember who that was, but whoever it was, thank you so much. 1019, 1018, 107. Yep. 1019 means return to station, or I'm en route to station. So if I say I'm 1095, I'm 1076, 1019, that means 1076 is en route. 1019 is station. So I'm en route to the station with a prisoner. 1036 is what time is it? If I say 1036-3, I'm telling dispatch I'll be there in 3 minutes. But anyway, let's see how many people we've got on Kick to see if it justifies a raid, an invasion of somebody else's stream. Well, it's not coming back up for me. It's been doing that a lot. Maybe it's my browser or something. I don't know. All right, guys. We're going to call it a night. I'll be back on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same Pat time, same Pat channel. And please tell a friend about this bounty hunting that we're going to be doing November 23rd. Here's something else I forgot to tell you guys. Me and my son's talking about it now. We may go into Georgia and get licensed in the state of Georgia and be licensed in the state of Tennessee, so we can bounty hunt in either state. I think that'd be badass. So we're not limited. Of course, if we have a warrant in Tennessee and they go to Georgia, I can go to Georgia and get them. But I'm saying I can originate the warrants from Georgia or originate the warrants from Tennessee. Just give us more business, basically. All right, guys. Good night. You have a great night. Drive safe.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.